Where are we? Okay, here we go. Episode 6 of Candlekeep Mysteries. The mysteries are intensifying and the shenanigans are shenagling. Here we are, still in in the wide at Baldur's Gate, where we last left off. You guys made your way over here. You had two encounters. One just run-of-the-mill thugs, but another one seemed to be a little bit more nefarious, perhaps. You ran into what seemed to be a were-rat, accompanied by a few larger ones, and there was some biting, some scratching, but you chased them off, and but they claimed this would not be the last you would see of them. But yeah, you arrived at Baldur's Gate and eventually found your way into the Wide, which is the market here, and a pretty upper class area of Baldur's Gate. But yeah, you had a look around a few of the stalls. You had a look at Wizards of the Wide, where I think you picked up a scroll. Was it Detect Magic?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And then you also stopped by Coppers to Crowns, a kind of antiques pawn shop. Yeah, pawning shop, and you sold the magical butcher's dagger thing for a fair price of, what was it? 75, 50?
Oh, like 100
a penny.
gold.
100
gold.
Yeah.
That's like a farmer's wages.
Mm. But yeah, Salam was a bit upset, thinking you could have got more. But you did get two trinkets out of it. You got a set of bone dice, and then a bottle of wine, which, according to Chadwick, is from a brewery in... is it a brewery for wine? Or a vineyard, or a winemaker's shop from Barovia. So to the right collector, I'm sure that would be very interesting and worth a pretty penny, perhaps. Anyway,
Never heard of place.
yeah. Well, that was one half of the group. The other half kind of went down to the south and just immediately found what they were looking for: the Amberjune Books shop, where the investigations started. Once you all kind of made your way over there, you started questioning and probing, and I believe it was Salam, acting as if they were praying, cast a spell and detected a large amount of aberrations, I believe. Yes, yeah, aberrations from the books that were in the expensive section of the shop. And then you started pressing them for certain details, and they started to look visibly nervous. And I think that's more or less where we stopped. But as we were stopping, the other group, I think it was Valor, Rolo, maybe Azza as well, were hanging back a bit, and you see a figure looking as if they were beelining straight towards the Amberjune bookstore. I believe that's everything. Anyone got anything else?
Would you ping which of these individuals was the one beeline towards us?
I sure as heck can. Yeah, that's the one over there.
Good. Come at me, you Kylo Ren imitator.
Yes. There we are. So I believe that's everything. Oh, we are going to be introducing potion mixing into the game, so that might come up at some point in the not too distant future, so we shall see. We'll be just following the standard Dungeon Master's Guide table. So
Potion of polymorph and potion of fire resistance. What could possibly go wrong?
We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, yeah, I'll unpause and we can get cracking with this session.
Is the guy still holding that book with the white gloves or whatever on?
Ooh, I believe they started putting it away, or at least they've wrapped it up back in the the Egyptian cotton? Yeah, Egypt is absolutely a place in the Forgotten Realms.
So I'm
Yeah.
wearing gauntlets because I'm heavily armored. So
Okay.
I'm going to walk over to one of the other books that's lit up.
Mm-hmm.
That's an aberration,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to pick it up, and I'm gonna toss it to the other guy who isn't wearing the gloves.
Okay, so you kind of just stride over there, and they're kind of watching you nervously, and you just grab the book, and one of them kind of blurts out, "You break it, you buy it," and then you kind of just throw it at him, and let's have a dexterity roll for this. Let me just roll this. Where are we? Let's just roll this privately for reasons. Okay, it was a 17 plus 2. So yeah, that's definitely going to be a pass. So this guy easily reacts and just grabs it midair with laser-like precision. And yeah, he kind of just starts immediately looking it over, looking for any damages, any reasons to charge you for something.
So he's holding the book?
Yeah, he's holding the book, and the other guy just starts berating you, saying, "What are you doing in my store, throwing my product around without buying first?"
Is he wearing gloves?
The other guy, no. And
But the one that caught it is wearing gloves?
So the guy who you were talking to initially is wearing gloves. The guy who you threw it to is not wearing gloves.
Okay, so he's holding the book with no gloves on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're berating you and threatening to call the guards and have you arrested for disturbing, and the group here, you kind of notice this person is definitely heading towards where you're going, and where you are even, and doesn't seem to be changing course. So Azza, you're going to accidentally bump into them with any kind of intent? Are you trying to pick their pocket?
No, I just want to slow them down. I don't know what their intent is, but they're rather fierce looking, and well, my boys need to get the job done, and well, to be honest, Chadwick, I'm always worried about him.
Okay, so let's say this delay happens, and it allows Salam to do this whole throwing the book around thing. Unless you kind of roleplay it to go on for a little bit longer, but we'll see. So yeah, you kind of bump into them. Yeah.
Accidentally knock them down to the ground, and then just happen to just fall on top of them. Like, oh no, my clumsy self.
Okay, let's see how this goes. So you're trying to knock them over. So knock them prone. Yeah. So they're not seeing it coming. So perhaps do a strength with advantage, and they'll roll either acrobatics or athletics to kind of like prevent this. So they're not seeing it coming, so you get advantage. So you got a 22 there, so let's go with acrobatics from this person.
Oof.
Okay, so you kind of just bump into them. That's a word, yeah. And they kind of look as if they're catching themselves, but they kind of keep stumbling backwards and backwards until they kind of snag themselves on an uneven bit of cobbled stone, and they kind of fall backwards. So they've gone back like 5 feet since they were trying to catch themselves, and they've fallen prone over here. So are you going to continue kind of diving down on top of them?
I'm gonna give her a little bit of credit for that roll and say, like, I'm not gonna land on top of her, but stumble over and be like, oh wow, sorry, ma'am. I'll try to like offer. I'm terribly sorry. Wow, I didn't mean to knock you over. I'm just offering her my hand.
She kind of glares at you and looks down at your hands and sniffs slightly and says, I am quite well, thank you. I can look after myself and I can pick myself up. And she kind of stands up and brushes herself down and, now, if you do not mind, I have business to attend to.
Oh, please. I mean, I must make up for this. What a klutz. I knocked you to the ground. Are you really okay?
She's kind of just waving at you to dismiss you and starts to move around and just kind of head.
I try to be insistent. Please, let me pay for someone to see if
pay? You have money for me? Well,
so you could
how
see
much? You have my attention.
Well, I think a physician around here a good one would probably be 10 gold for a visit.
I assure you, I need no visit or attention from a physician, but I will still take your 10 gold regardless. Perhaps I will call the guards and say you tried to attack me.
Well, that would be my word versus yours and other people around here. I'm really sorry, man. We don't need to get the guards involved. I'm just
a stranger, and I, a business owner, a taxpayer, known amongst the guards.
Rolo's gonna come in from the side and kind of like dust off her whatever she's wearing.
Who are you?
I saw this man accost you. Are you okay, man?
Indeed, this dangerous vagabond.
This brute's only offering you 10 gold?
Indeed.
I have a home.
Are you offering me your home?
No, I'm just not a vagabond.
Good sir, vagabond. How dare you insult this lady like this?
Yes.
I saw you bump into her, you klutz.
I am a klutz. I'm trying to apologize.
Very well.
Are you
Apologize and offer me the 10 gold or more.
I think it'd be best if he got on his hands and knees to really show that he meant it.
I'm still waiting for the gold.
I looked down, I was like, yes, I guess that would be an appropriate thing to do. And it's like, this better be working, thinking.
Are you gonna grovel then?
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna beg. I wouldn't say grovel.
Okay, roll performance on that for me.
Okay, well, there is also the 10 gold. It's like, I hope you'll use it on a doctor, but I guess I can't force you. I'm not gonna stalk you there. So, I get on a knee, and it's like I'm proposing. Oh, please, I'm so sorry that I'm such a klutz, and I really hope I didn't hurt you, because I gotta admit, my chest is kind of hurting with how hard I bumped into you.
Okay, yeah.
Performance.
Yeah, performance.
Alright.
That's pretty good. Let's see what you roll. Oh. 817. Oh, you got a -1 to that. Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah, I mean,
she buys
I'm not
it.
sure,
She kind of takes the gold off you and starts counting it and stops paying attention like maybe about quarter of the way through your kind of like speech there. But she pockets the gold and says, "Yes, I will see a physician when I have time, but I need to attend to my business first and foremost." Yeah, so that probably got you maybe a little bit more time, Salam, if you have any other ideas.
Yeah, they threatened to call the guards, so I will say to them, this one would welcome the calling of the guards. Please, call them over.
Okay, so they start talking to each other, and then it looks as if one of them's about to go and call the guards, and that will be when this new person arrives. So she kind of like dismisses Azza, and then kind of looks down at Rolo, and she says, "Perhaps you can escort me the rest of the way, so I would be safe from evil intent." And she kind of holds out her hands towards you, Rolo.
He wouldn't have been able to stop me with my tumble. I'm quite heavy, and well, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say what I was about to say.
Rolo will delicately take her hand and Good lady, one thing I noticed when that brute knocked you over, I think you dropped some coin, maybe some shiny stuff down the grate. I just want to be sure you have all your belongings. Who knows, a ruffian like him, he might have taken it off you himself.
Heavens forbid! And she'll start kind of
Please,
patting
let me help
herself
you.
down.
Rose is just going to start like patting all her stuff down in a very respectful manner, by the way.
She kind of seems a bit. She doesn't really like the idea of you patting her down, but you seem like a gentleman, so perhaps she's enjoying this. I don't know. So she allows it, but with maybe some hints of reluctance. But yeah.
She says no. No means no to Rolo, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, she hasn't said no, but yeah, she kind of looked a bit shocked and taken aback at first. But yeah, you're a gentleman. You're probably not up to anything. Are you up to anything? Are you trying to?
I'm always up to things.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah, while I'm patting her down, I'm gonna try and see if I can notice anything.
Okay.
Like in her belongings. Not like in her bag itself.
Yeah, like
To see if she's carrying anything.
maybe perception to maybe try and feel what it is, unless you're trying to open it up to see. Then that would be sleight of hand, or would it be sleight of hand for touching? I don't. What do you guys think?
Yeah, so that she doesn't like notice my true intent.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go
that makes
with
sense.
sleight of hand then.
All right, give me some Azza rolls.
There are no Azza rolls.
17. Yeah, that's all right. You're able to kind of pat her down without revealing that kind of intent. So you kind of feel her up, I guess. And yeah, you kind of feel there's another weighty coin purse on her other than the one Azza just gave to her. Also, she is carrying a kind of satchel concealed within her clothes, her cloak and whatnot, that probably could be seen as a book bag of sorts.
Gotcha. I don't notice any obvious weapons.
I don't know. Let me have a look. Yeah, I mean, people carry weapons here, so yeah, they do have like a bladed weapon.
Gotcha.
But I think most people do here have some
Cool.
sort of weaponry, so you know it's. I think you're allowed to carry stuff. Yeah. So yeah, she
Okay.
is armed, along with the
I'll, like,
extra coin
glance-
purse and the book bag.
Okay, I'll glance over to Salam to see if he's still, if he's still like engaged, and if it looks like I need to buy him more time.
Yeah, he's kind of like egging the two guys on to go call a guard. And it looks like one of them is about to kind of start moving away to call a guard.
Okay.
Yes, she says, I believe I have all of my possessions. Now, to my business. It is just over here. Ooh, customers. And she
I will
starts like,
ensure that homeless men like that one never cost you again. If you don't mind my company, I am Rolo.
Rolo.
I literally
Very
have
nice.
a house.
Just
I'm
like
right here.
15 feet away as it just kind of like calls out.
I'm not even
Yes.
far away.
She ignores you. Very, very lovely, Rolo. She kind of like smiles and kind of offers her hand out to you. I am Kovala. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Yeah, and she smiles at you.
Oh my god!
You couldn't tell she had gnarly teeth.
Rolo tries very hard not to retract his hand at her smile and gives like a nervous grin. And will lessen his grip on her hand a tiny bit, but still insists that he walks her over to the stall
so-
that she's going to.
Alright, hand in hand, you both walk over to Amber June Books, and yeah. As the leftmost guy kind of looks as if they're about to kind of head off to get a guard, they kind of look over to the two newcomers, and both of their eyes kind of light up, and they instantly look incredibly much calmer, and they call out, "Ah, Kovala, just in time. We need your assistance with a difficult customer." "Yes, yes. What seems to be the situation, my comrades, my business partners, my workers?"
So, looking at Corvala, does she light up at all as a
Oh yeah, you've got the thing.
aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead?
No, she's
She does
just
not.
got the kind of vibes you'd get from someone with a smile like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but no aberration. You're still getting the aberration vibes. Oh, actually, no, you would get the aberration vibes coming from her satchel, if you can be that specific
Okay.
with your detection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you detect further aberrations within this satchel that she's carrying. And she kind of like just walks up to the store, and she kind of looks at you, waiting for you to kind of move out of the way so she can walk in. "Make way! I wish to enter my business." "Shoo!"
You
She's
talking
kind
to
of
me?
yes, she's kind of waving her hand at you. "I will call the
One surely
guards."
believes you can. Please call the guards.
You can't treat him like that. He's not a cat.
"You're still here?"
No.
"Rolo, my dear, would you be so kind as to dispatch this evil intenter? You, Rama, go fetch the guards, post haste." And Rama kind of like nods, and he kind of runs off.
Good sir, if you wouldn't mind stepping out of the way for my lady. And Rolo's like winking and blinking and shit.
Okay, I'll step out of the way.
Another ruffian handled, my lady.
Very
As-
good, Rolo.
As she walks by, I'm gonna try to like get Rolo's attention to her satchel. Like as she like walks by, I'm gonna like look at him and then like point at her satchel and then like do like a, you know.
Rolo like points to his teeth like and nods.
Yeah, so she kind of steps in and then hands the book bag to this fellow here, and he kind of takes it behind the counter and kind of takes out some more books, and then kind of like puts them to one side. Now, if
The entrance to the book. Sorry to interrupt you. The entrance to the cart, is that like on the sides or the back or anything?
it seems to be kind of open, I guess.
Gotcha. You
So
can just like walk in through the front.
maybe not from the back, but you could walk. The front is the main entrance, but you could probably finagle going in from the sides, but definitely not from the back. But the kind of main
Gotcha.
area would be coming in from the front. Yeah. So I guess she could have come in from the sides, but you know, who does that? Who comes into a shop from the side?
Not
Crazy
Rolo.
people. That's who. Yes, so yeah, she kind of turns back around and says, "Now shoo, before the guards come and you are arrested for ill intent."
Wasn't aware that ill intent was a crime.
I have my sway in this city. Do not test me.
Surely you tried to make a transaction, right?
Are you a customer?
Surely you've got gold, right, sir?
Of course I do. I was looking for a book for a friend of mine who's a collector, but I preyed on it and had a bad feeling.
I call your books.
Rolo's gonna like signal to oh jeez, I can't pronounce her name, to the lady. And
Kovala.
Koala, thank you. Like he wants to say something, and he'll whisper if she gives him the time. He looks like easy target, milady, and he's got money. This is your specialty.
She kind of strokes her chin and is pondering. And she kind of looks off to the side and sees the guards approaching with the guy she sent, who was called Rama. I'll type that in chat. Yeah. And she says, "Time is short. Are you buying a book or not?"
I think we'll let the guards settle this.
Very well. Your fate. And yeah, the Rama comes back with 2 guards in tow, and he's kind of pointing at Salam and Chadwick and Isaac. Yes. Oh no, Cain. Yeah, Cain. Yes, Cain, Isaac. That's right. Anyway, yes. And he says, "Yeah, those are the ones, the ruckus makers." And Kovar says, "Yes. These evil doers are harassing my employees and giving all sorts of vibes of ill intent. Surely that is not to be tolerated in a fine market such as this." And the veterans kind of come up and say, all right, who's messing with the peace? Is it you?"
It is funny that she mentions ill intent when she is the one selling books that are murdering people.
Gasp.
Yeah, Kovala kind of like she starts, and the 2 also start, and you would expect them to be quite nervous based on their display before, but they seem a little more confident now that this lady is with them, and she says, "Preposterous! Books killing people. Who heard of such a silly thing? You know me. We have been here.
At all.
They are books." And she kind of just opens one of them and just like rifles through the pages. "They smell like books, look like books, and read like books. Now, I am a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen of Baldur's Gate, and I demand that you take these people away to jail, or away from my sight at the very least."
And I am a priest of Saloon, and I have detected that these books are disguising themselves as aberrations. If you do not believe me, get a priest from another church down here and let them confirm it as well. This woman is peddling death.
Oh, I don't know about that. You priests? You know any priests? I don't know. Is Dave a priest? I don't know. But I don't know. This sounds like a lot of work. You'll have to take it up with the town's guard, open up an investigation, do all the correct paperwork, and yeah, then within a few working days we'll probably find us a priest and start investigation. Yeah.
Well, if I may interject, well, how about one of you? Oh, I am Kane. Nice to meet you.
Kane, you citizen here?
Oh, I'm a visitor. I'm a proprietor and a purchaser of fine deeds.
I ain't seen you around here before. Don't like strangers.
Oh, well then we must get to know each other then. You see, but first we got a matter on our hand. My friend over here says that he had a bad feeling about these books. There are creatures hiding within these texts, and I feel that one of
the pages.
Oh, no, my good sir. They are the pages.
I'm just gonna yell out, Azza, if you could maybe find a priest, that would be great.
Who's Azza? So she sees Azza kind of call back. He says, "That man! He attacked me before, indeed, didn't he, my little Rolo?"
No. I'm ducked down. I'm ducked down behind this thing and just calling out.
"Yes, go arrest him for attacking me. It was horrible. I'm still shaking." And she kind of like shakes slightly, and one of these the guards kind of splits off and starts kind of looking for Azza,
You're supposed
Uh,
to.
so, yeah.
A priest would be great. We really need a priest, Valor.
Who's Valor? You have so many friends. Valor kind of just turns around and walks off, hopefully to find a priest. Where have you gone? Azza, can you roll a stealth, please?
I can,
To
but
try
you're
and,
gonna be really disappointed.
to try and
No,
melt
we're
into
not.
the crowd.
Um,
Break the mold, Azza. You got this.
I'm in heavy armor.
Yeah, it looks very heavy right now.
The fuck?
Okay, Azza. So you kind of just turn around and kind of just start
Jesus.
walking off. You walk through like a clothing store and just pull off a hat and a scarf, and then through like I don't know a monocle shop, and you kind of just like pull a monocle from the display, and you kind of just like alter your appearance, and you kind of circle back around perhaps, and then this guard just walks like straight past you and doesn't seem to detect you at all. So yeah, you seem to have given the guard the slip. Anyway, back to the Amber June books. What were we saying?
If I could, while everyone is, while Salam is, calling out to Valor and Azza, and everyone's kind of looking over, trying to see who he's talking to. I was hoping to like peer into the through the side of the tent,
Okay.
to see if I can spot her book bag that they had tucked inside.
You can probably see it on the countertop, yeah.
And there's a guy behind the counter.
Let's see where. He's probably near the counter, but maybe not necessarily. Oh no, he took it, didn't he? And kind of, yeah. So yeah, he kind of took the bag, emptied it out, and got some books out, and kind of he placed them. So he's kind of still maybe behind or next to the counter. Yeah. So someone is near there.
Am I able to spot the? Actually, no. I don't think I would have seen the book that Salam was playing with earlier. That they were holding with the glove, would I?
Which one? Sorry.
The copy of the same exact book that they were looking at earlier.
So the two
Morgagons?
books that they were looking at earlier have been wrapped up. They're still on the counter, but they're wrapped up in their kind of like cloth or silk or whatever. And then there's the book bag, and then the pile of books as well. Yeah.
Gotcha. Can I wriggle my way in?
You can do a stealth roll to try and get in there, yeah.
Don't let me down.
And see what you can do.
I would not be making these desperate rolls the way I've been using up all of our luck.
Holy shit.
19. Alright, so yeah, you're able to kind of
Impressive.
get up to the counter and kind of without anyone. It doesn't seem like anyone's noticed with the commotion going on.
Okay, cool. While everything's unfolding, Rollo is going to happily remove his glove and grab the book.
Which one?
The Modrigans one that they had wrapped in the Egyptian cloth.
I think there were two. So there was Masfroth's Mighty Digressions, and yeah, the Dark Hunger. That's right. Yeah. So you grab
whichever one is still wrapped in the cloth. Whichever one is within arm's reach, pretty much.
Yeah, either. Yeah. So let's go with Masfroth's Mighty Digressions.
Cool. Yeah,
The
I'll
one
try
that-
and
that started all
silently
of this.
slip it off the. counter.
With the 19, I'd say you're able to do that. So you kind of grab that. It's a pretty. It's not a massive tome, but it's substantial. It's like A4, because it's made up of like various essays and such and collections of works. So yeah, you'd need to hide it somehow if you're gonna try to make off with this.
Fuck, if it's too big to stuff into my bag.
I mean, it's probably alright to try and stuff it in your bag. It might get a bit crumpled, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a shit if I ruin the book.
Alright, so yeah, you kind of swipe that, stuff it in your book, and then do you stay or do you kind of step back out?
I'll give a little tumble out and.
Okay. So yeah,
dust myself
you
off.
successfully kind of step in, swipe the book, and then step back to where you were. Yeah, so this is kind of escalating now over here, and she says, "Oh, I hope he catches that dastardly vagabond who so pushed me over." And yeah, the other guy, the guard who stayed, he's like, "Now, you say that these books, if you want to investigate, you need to go to do the paperwork, start your investigation properly. But I'll do you a solid, and I'll do a little investigating myself right now." And he kind of just turns around and grabs one of the books and says, "In the name of the city guard of Boulder Gate, if you are evil and not a book, I command you to reveal yourself or selves."
Is he holding one of the bad books, or is he just holding a regular book?
He kind of grabs just a fancy-looking book, so he's holding one of the aberration ones, yes.
Okay.
And he kind of goes through that, and he kind of like shakes it slightly and says, and Korvar says, "Be careful, that is merchandise." And he says, "Yeah." And nothing seems to happen. "See, not a monster, not evil, not eating me." He even like opens it up and like puts it on top of his head like a hat.
Try damaging it, my good sir.
"You what? Then I'd have to bloody buy it. These things cost 250 gold or something. I ain't able to afford that, I can tell you."
Well, think about it on this way. What is more important? If a citizen gets hurt from one of these books, that would be on your hands.
"No, it'd be on their ends. And I need my gold to buy my beer at the end of a shitty day like this. Now, Scarpa, or I'll arrest you for something. Disturbing the peace, yeah, that one. Do you want a day or two in the slammer? I'll put you in a room with a nice fella. I know the one that'll just like you."
Well, now that seems mildly unpleasant. But if you want to let your profession be at risk, then that is, up to you.
"Hey, you ain't my boss. You're just some bloke from out of town, alright?"
Oh, that you are correct. I am just some bloke from out of town. But in the case that we are correct, which I believe we are, think about the scandal you will have on your hands when your higher-ups found that you did nothing to ensure the safety of these people.
Or you could be the hero and be promoted because you single-handedly took down a crime ring of aberration books within Baldur's Gate.
Well, promoted. I don't know about that. My mate got promoted and now he has more work to do. Not as much time drinking. So, I'm alright, thanks.
But think about the tales that you could tell at the bar.
No, I don't do thinking, mate. I don't do thinking. He's still got the book on his head as well. Now,
we don't get like any sort of like persuasion roll or anything throughout this whole thing to try to persuade this guy. We've been trying pretty fucking hard here.
All right, let's do persuasion then. It's gonna be pretty hard. But let's see how you do.
Just one or both?
Me and Kane have both been going at it.
Yeah, you guys can get advantage then. What
Kane,
if one?
You do it?
Yeah, if one of you, if you're kind of working together, you can help. God damn it. Oh god. So what's the main thing you're aiming for an investigation? Yeah.
Yeah, to get him to go get a priest.
He's like, all right. I'll get the ball rolling, and I'll get a priest. I'll go back to the station right now, and I'll start the paperwork. I know how it works, so I'll get a priest.
Too many priests here.
I'll get a priest to you tomorrow, if that sounds all right. It's the best I can do, and that's rushing it.
They'll be gone by tomorrow. I mean, she's just gonna pack up and leave as soon as you leave here.
No, they're here every day. They got a permanent residence, and we know where they live. So, yeah, we can find them.
And you're gonna take that specific book there,
Which one?
the one on your head.
Oh, yeah. This is evidence, and I claim it as part of the investigation. And he kind of pulls out like a little baggie, and he kind of like bags it up. And Quavala says, "This is no good. I object. I am a tax-paying citizen. I pay my taxes." And you can see her kind of like staring this guard right in the eye, and he kind of just looks at her and he says,
Are you offering to bribe him? I think that's illegal.
"What? Oh, you offer it? Oh, no. I would never take a bribe. That is bad. Not illegal, I think, but bad. Yeah. I will not take the bribe." And he's kind of staring at her as well. Now, what are your names and where are you staying, so I can update you of this investigation after the priests this thing. And he takes out a little notepad and he kind of looks at you expectantly.
M. Salam, priest of Saloon.
Salam, priest of Saloon. Yeah, and you?
I am Kane.
Kane. Is that with a C or a K?
Okay, please.
Okay, alright. Just Kane?
Oh, for now, yes.
I'm sorry, mate. One of my friends had one name and didn't go well for him. And you? I'm Chadwick Page Turner, at your service. Chadwick Page Burner. Alright. No, it's Turner! What? Too late, it's written. Alright now, off you goes. And no more funny business, alright?
Of course.
And he's kind of gesturing for you to move on. Go on. Shoo.
While they're kicking them out, Rollo would kind of duck behind the tent, or behind the stall, and he'll just like take the book and like try shaking out the aberration and trying to get it to bend to his will.
Okay, you kind of start shaking it violently. Nothing seems to happen right now.
Rollo just kind of shrug and stuff it back in his bag.
Okay.
And walk back up behind the lady.
Okay, so yeah, she kind of turns back around and says, "Thank you so much, my Rollo, my knight in maybe not shining armor, but indeed a knight in my eyes." And she kind of holds out her
more
hand.
of a leathersman.
And she's kind of like just holding her hand out for you.
Rollo will take her hand and kind of bow and kiss it. And, good lady, I just came into town recently. I am what some would call a sort of outside of the law lawman, bounty hunter of sorts.
A bad boy.
If you'd put it that way, maybe. But if you have any need for a bodyguard, someone to help watch the stall from people like those, I would be more than happy to.
If you were free to stay the rest of the day, I would be more than willing to pay you for your services. And she gives you the eyebrows.
Does she give me the teeth?
Yeah, definitely. She gives you the eyebrows and the teeth.
Rollo kind of assesses this plan, but nods, and it would be my pleasure. We can negotiate pay later. Don't worry about it. I just want to help you as best as I can.
Very good.
You should have sold the cannibal dagger to her.
We fucked up.
She might use it.
Okay, so she says, yes, stay nearby. I have business to talk about with my co-workers here. And yeah,
It'll be like I'm not even here.
she kind of turns and says, I'll always have an eye on you, Rolo. And yeah, she kind of goes and starts talking to them. The guard is still kind of hanging around too, and after a while, the other guard kind of comes back and joins him and just kind of shrugs his shoulders. After a little bit, let's say Valor kind of regroups with you guys, and she's like, couldn't find any priests. Don't know what they look like here, but yeah.
You couldn't find a single temple? This is Baldur's Gate, they're everywhere.
Well, I was only looking in the market. Didn't want to go too far and missed any of the action.
My character's been here before. It's in the backstory. Which anyone can read, I think. You know what? Some people can read.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Probably after, everyone's gone. Because getting a priest is not just something you just do.
Mm-hmm.
I can come with a priest of, probably an acolyte, really, of Tyamor and be like, well, they were here at this store. I don't see him now.
Where is Azza? We've lost him.
I threw myself up in the top corner.
Oh yeah, there you are.
I was leaving. Seemed appropriate.
Okay. Let's go zoom back.
Not to cause trouble.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so Valor kind of comes back empty-handed, and you kind of talk for a bit. After a bit, also, Kuvala kind of lets out and say, yes, hard work indeed. Yes, we need to make sure to deal with this accordingly. Rolo, how close are you?
I definitely try and
listen in.
Convey that I'm being watchful, but I'm definitely trying to stand as close as possible without being obvious.
I don't know, roll for eavesdropping, perception maybe. Because they are talking in hushed voices. They don't want to be heard. Oh, there we go.
Fuck.
Yeah, you can't make it out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but you kind of make out the whole. We need to deal with this. Yes. Something, secrets, something. World domination. And yes. Anyway, it's much time. Your shift is over, I'm sure. And at that, two other similarly dressed people kind of turn up and say, and she kind of talks to them as well and says, keep an eye out for these vagabonds. Rolo here will be helping you out with security. And she and the two kind of start moving off out of the market as well. So yeah,
so
the original two and Kovala are leaving.
I've just kind of been like, a ways away just watching the stall.
Mm-hmm.
I want to follow Korvala.
Okay, so yeah, you can follow Kovala and the two people that were there originally. Another two have came to kind of replace them for the last part. It is getting towards the end of the working day, so this is probably the last shift. But yeah, you can definitely follow them back. Let me take a look.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah. So who's following?
Do I show up with a priest or an acolyte? I don't know, I was sent off.
Kane will follow.
So Kane and Salam are following. What about Chadwick and Valor? They'll probably want to follow you.
Yeah, they can come with.
Okay, and so Azza has been sent off or just wandered off to find
I was sent.
a priest, yeah?
Priest of Tyamor. Tyamora?
Tyamora. Which one's that?
Timora.
Lady Luck.
Oh, Lady Luck. Okay. Alright, so I don't know how far it is, but I guess you said this area, so it'll take you some time to get there and procure a priest. Rolo, are you gonna stay at the bookstore?
I guess it depends if I would see the group following her. I mean, I know that.
If you're watching
saw
out,
her.
you will probably see the group kind of like trailing or starting to trail Kovala.
I would wait for them to get a little bit of distance away from the stall, and then to the two new workers. I'm taking my lunch. I'll be back.
They kind of look and they just shrug and nod, and then I guess you just leave.
Keep your eyes peeled for those vagabonds.
They kind of nod, looking confused.
And so I'll tail the party, but I won't join them.
Okay. Alright, so the party who are tailing Kovala will need to make a group dexterity check. How does that work? I've never done group ones. I've always just had people roll individually.
I mean, it's like
If we have more passes than fails, like you said in DC, and then if we have more passes than fails, we succeed.
Alright, everyone roll a stealth check then. Who's going? I'll roll for Chadwick and Valor. So let's see, Chadwick, where are you? Stealth.
Yep, that's about right.
Valor, what are you wearing, Valor?
Valor wearing.
Pretty sure they'll be wearing heavy armor, being a knight. So yeah, roll with disadvantage.
Tailing the party, do you want me to roll one as well?
Yeah, yours will be easier since you're tailing the party rather than
Fuck.
Okay. Okay, so we got one fail, one success, another success, and another success. So yeah, Salam's failure is cancelled out by everyone else's success. So you kind of tail Kovala and Inbar, and it doesn't seem like they've noticed you. After a couple of minutes, you do notice Rolo tailing you, though.
Yeah, Rolo's not trying to hide it. Those are
Yeah,
his friends.
but for a moment, you kind of lose them, and everyone else will notice that Rolo kind of was tailing, but then he kind of disappears for a bit, maybe, or you spot them again, and and Rolo looks quite confused.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So,
Permanently confused.
so what are you gonna do with that? Are you gonna keep following Kovala, or maybe send someone to get Rolo, or just, yeah.
Team, friends, are you gonna help me out? I've lost you.
Yeah.
Wait, so we see Rolo, right?
So you saw Rolo tailing you, and then you saw him either lose track of you or something like that. So you can keep tailing Kovala and just ignore Rolo. You could all go to Rolo and try and catch up with Kovala, or you could just send Chadwick or someone to go get Rolo.
How far?
Go get Rolo.
How far behind was Rolo from us?
Not too far that you could send someone back and still be able to see where they're going, provided the person going to get Rolo keeps an eye on them.
Is he within 30 feet?
Maybe a bit more than that.
Yeah, we'll send Chadwick.
Okay, so you send Chadwick, and he kind of runs back, grabs Rolo, and then both Rolo and Chadwick kind of don't really stealth, but they kind of catch up with you guys, but keep a safe distance as not to disturb the tailing. And you eventually follow Kovala to a area. Meanwhile, I guess Azza is roaming the streets, finding a temple. I'm not sure. I think Baldur's Gate is pretty big. I'm not entirely sure where such a temple would be. It might take a little bit of time, longer than this. So it'll take.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
Temples are everywhere in Baldur's Gate.
Okay. I'm no Baldur's Gate expert.
There's so many religions, and Baldur's Gate is a huge city. Like temples would literally be everywhere.
Okay, so let's say it's pretty quick then. So, Azza, you do find the temple of Tyrell thingy, yeah, and you
Temple
enter,
of Tyrell.
and
Lady Luck, Tyrell.
yeah, that one, and you storm on in, demanding a priest, or however you go about doing this.
I have returned.
Ooh.
Who here remembers me?
I don't know. Someone, your old friend, Lenny. Lenny Lucky Feet. Lenny Lucky Feet from your backstory. Yes.
I'll be sure to stealthily add that in.
Yeah, Lenny Lucky Feet. He kind of remembers you, and he kind of claps you on the back boisterously, and you have a few moments to catch up.
Shake his hand.
Mm.
Lenny,
Oh,
you've done me a favor once before already.
oh
Could you
last I checked, it was you who owed me a favor. Or something. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, what can I do you for?
How would you like to put a stop to some evil doers operating in the wide markets, right under the city's nose?
Oh boy, you know how I love vanquishing evil. It really gets my rocks off.
I know you've always been a real crusader for
Yeah.
justice and good, and
Yeah.
luck has always been on your side.
Yeah, like old Daddy Lenny used to say, that he's a crusading for getting them evils, and he was lucky ever since he ate that magic potion that made him lucky. Yeah.
You've got feet like a rabbit.
Yeah.
Fast, jumps well, and they're lucky.
Yeah, he's got mad hops.
Well, if I'd owe you once more, but I'm sure we can come to an arrangement for mutual back scratching.
Oh.
But I can show you where this evil bookstore is.
Mm.
Trust me, it makes sense in context.
Okay. So yeah, he will agree to follow you. Do you give more details?
On the way, I'll say there's living books.
Yeah.
They eat people,
Oh,
and
that's not good.
they disguise themselves well as books. So when we get there, you're gonna just see a bookstore.
Mm-hmm.
But
And what do you want me to do? Smash that book up?
I'm not entirely certain. I was just told to grab you, and when I asked questions, guards came after me.
Oh,
So I think,
that's the Azure I know.
well, they've never been friendly to my kind. But I suppose if you could identify it as evil,
Oh.
the guards know you. Me and my group that I'm traveling with at the moment, we're all strangers to this glorious city.
I can
Baldur's
pray to
Gate.
Lady Luck, but I don't know how to detect good or evil myself. Looking at my spell sheet, I mean, my training.
I see. I figured that was something all clerics could do.
I've just grabbed a priest, and they don't have detect evil, but he could probably find a higher up. That-
Like, the divine magic is like every spell, you just have to prepare it?
Okay, he can
No,
prepare
I'm
it for
kidding.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm kidding, by the way. I think that's true. I'm not certain that's true, but I think that's true. But you know, if you don't got it, you don't got it. Well,
Well, he could prepare it for tomorrow, or he could request a scroll, that he could bring tomorrow.
here, let me make you a deal. I'll pay for your room and board for someplace nice tonight, but I think we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to try to find my group before we go
I
any
have to
further.
stay in the temple. I'm not allowed to sleep elsewhere. It's
Come on.
I'm the chief luck bringer. I can't leave,
Yeah.
or the luck would go.
No. Wait, really? That's how that works?
Yeah.
I figured you wouldn't get any trouble because you were lucky.
That's a good point.
That does sour things.
Yeah, best I can do is bring a scroll for you tomorrow's. If that's alright.
Well, I don't think that's the problem. I'm pretty sure the divine magic caster can detect good and evil. He's pretty positive that there's evil there.
Evil. I hate evil.
I think what we all do. I think what he needs is someone from town who the guards would respect to stand up to these nefarious book dealers.
Yeah, I get that. Alright. If you don't need the scroll, then that's fine. We can go find your mates now and deal with it. Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, the last time I saw them, they were in the white market.
Alright,
so out there, I guess we're gonna have a nice hop through the city.
Alright. So you guys head back to the Wides, and you search in the vicinity of Amberjune Books, and you don't find anyone. How? So when did you head off to look for someone?
When just immediately after I lost the guards, you know.
Oh, okay. So you might
up.
You might seal the tail end of what looks to be Rollo's lovely purple cloak whipping round a corner. So you kind of rush round that corner, and you need to do a perception check to beat that 6 stealth.
Oh no.
Let's see if we can get old Ozza back.
Let's
Whatever
see how you
do.
Come on, get a crit fail. I dare you.
Seriously.
Alright, yeah. So you kind of see Rollo kind of plastered up against the wall, cloak kind of drawn up, trying to blend in with the crowd. But it doesn't seem to be working too well in your opinion. So you follow him, and eventually you catch up when he kind of stops as he kind of lost sight with the party. Then Chadwick comes over and grabs you, and then you and Lenny follow Chadwick to where everyone has headed. And that's where we will go to now.
Rollo, Lenny, Rollo. Rollo, this is Lenny, Church of the Lucky Lady. Lenny, this is Rollo, Crossbowman.
Okay, let's transition scenes. So there might be a bit of lag while we transition, so hold please.
Whoa.
Okay, let's place tokens.
Token placer.
So we've got Salam, Rollo, Kane, and then there's Azza, and then we have Priest. And then we also need Chadwick and Valor. Okay, so first to arrive is Kane, Rollo, Salam. Oh no, Rollo's back here. So first to arrive is Kane, Salam, and Valor. And then a little bit behind that will be Chadwick, Rollo, Azza, and Lenny.
So I can see, but I don't see my token.
Hey, Chadwick.
Yeah, that's weird. I'll replace you. I'm just gonna give Lenny his name.
Chadwick. Just thought of a good one. Chadwick. Get in front
Don't
of him.
answer him. Don't answer him. Chad.
You get in front of him. It's a good one.
Okay, how about now? Can you see
Okay,
Salam?
got it now. Yeah.
So as you're kind of like jogging to catch up with the other group, as it looks like they've paused at the entrance to an alley, he kind of gives you a sideways and glance. What is it? You got some new intel?
No. What is the saddest fruit?
Like
Oh,
as soon as you see, as soon as you mention what, you kind of like see his like face fall ever so slightly, and then just like it becomes more pained.
I'll lean in closer.
And
Come
is it me when you tell me a
You're not-
riddle?
You're not a fruit. Now, come on. It's simple. What's the saddest fruit?
I don't know, an uneaten one.
A blueberry. Just turn around. A
He-
fucking blueberry.
He kind of suppresses like a slight laugh, but then kind of tries to cover it up with a cough. Let's see if he can perform well to hide that. Yeah, it's clear he's trying to suppress and like hide a little bit of a laugh there. So you kind of catch that as you turn around. Okay, so yeah.
Lenny.
Lenny's there. He's here. So yeah, you kind of come up behind the group, and you guys see everyone enter this. You see Kovana and the two people enter the house down here. Let's let the stream see that. Oop.
Boy, wish I had supervision.
So this here.
Is it nighttime?
It's getting towards evening.
Okay.
So let's say it's the last shift, so things will be closing up soon, and then yeah. So yeah, here we go. So yeah, do you guys are still stealthing?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yep.
How does the group like approach you guys from behind?
So before we move up, I would, call for the group to huddle, and I will pull the book out of the bag.
Okay, so let's say you kind of duck around somewhere, maybe behind these barrels or something. Maybe into this little nook here or something. Or, I mean, it's up to you where you want to go.
Yeah, I guess we'll just keep an eye out from this alleyway.
I mean, it's not a straight up alleyway, it's like it's a very quiet side street leading to some like rundown houses.
Gotcha.
So it's off the main road, but still not a busy place. So yeah, you
Cool.
kind of duck down there and you pull out the book. And I guess
so
the others will
I
be
tried to
approaching while you do this.
I tried forcing the monster out of the book, but nothing happened. I don't know if this is the right book or not. It was what they had in that linen cloth. It fell into my bag. Yeah, I don't know. I rubbed it on my face, yelled at it, nothing. I don't know what to do. But maybe you should hang on to it. I might lose it.
It looks a little crumpled from being stuffed in a bag, but it still looks like a book. And at this point, the others will probably like be behind you. So I don't know if they're being quiet. Well, probably not being quiet. They're walking normally.
Perhaps did you try to damage the book any?
I mean, I licked it a little bit, but no.
Yeah, you kind of shook it.
What did it taste like?
Book.
Salam.
I never looked at book. What does that taste like?
Book.
All right.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Salam, in your experiences, have you ever seen what triggers the awakening of these books? Ooh. Salam.
No.
Here, Kane. Maybe you'll have a better idea what to do with it, and Rollo will hold it up to Kane.
Chadwick is definitely behind you now. The other three are definitely behind you. So yeah.
I will cast Chill Touch on the book.
Okay, so
While I'm holding it,
you're just gonna start.
I'm not gonna
you're just gonna
hold
start
it.
swinging. I mean, do the other three who just arrived say anything? They kind of just
So
see you
what
guys like hunched over, fucking with the book.
So I go to find a priest, and you all start playing around in alleyways. I miss out on all the fun.
Yeah, so you say this as Kane casts Shield Touch on the book. I mean, yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. So 3 necrotic damage. Okay, so you conjure a kind of eerie, skeletal, still moist, maybe looking hand that is kind of just giving off this kind of chilly mist and kind of
Chadwick,
like
avert your eyes.
and an iffy aura about it, and it kind of just like rakes the side of the book, and you see like the leathers of the book kind of tear, but then it starts to also bleed, quiver, and shake and vibrate, and it just folds in on itself again and again and again, and turns into the same energy you saw before. And we shall
We should have
roll
just attacked it when we
initiative.
had the guards there.
That's what I was
Okay.
trying to get the guard to do.
What the fuck? I'm a little warning next time. I'm stumbling, reaching for my sword. I don't know which one to pull. I've forgotten which one's silver and which one's steel.
All right. So
Is it
yeah,
left or right?
let's roll for initiative.
So much for stealth as we begin a fight.
Kane, I think you have a D8. And I have advantage.
Okay.
What is
so,
that word? Ging Watson?
Oh yeah.
What'd you do?
Okay, I got a 15.
So let me update people. So Salam has. Oh, you got 15, yeah. And Kane. So they have a D8 on top.
Yeah, I rolled an 8 on the D8 plus a 16. So 24?
Okay. Let's see.
Right, did I math
Update
wrong?
combat. I don't-
You rolled an 8 for initiative, and then you rolled another 8. So it'd be 16, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. I was looking at Asa, my bad. Yep, 16.
16. There we go. All right. So yeah, let's begin combat with Azza going first.
Lenny, stay back. Stay out of this. Dangerous.
Lenny says, "Oh, I've got Lady Luck on my side," and
I
he
said stay out of this.
and he pulls out a mace
I
from.
want it to look like a 4-leaf clover.
I mean, I didn't say what it looks like, but yeah, let's say that it looks like a 4-leaf clover
Good.
on the end of like a stick.
I'm depressed, but good.
Okay.
Alright, so I move over here. I draw a silver sword,
Mhm.
and I go. Well, surprise, surprise. Time to start killing again.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So you roll a 10, which misses, unfortunately.
Tink. No, not the floor.
Yeah, you
The
swing
ball
and
of
miss,
energy, you stupid sword.
and it kind of bounces off the broken cobbled stone floor. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, over to Kane.
I really don't want to be as close to this thing as I am.
Yeah, you all distinctly remember, like, Salam
Yo,
getting drained to an inch of their life.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. What's the chance that'll happen again?
We'll see.
Alright, I'm gonna use my action to disengage.
Okay. Yeah, so you disengage and move somewhere.
I will move fuck it. This way.
Where are you? Oh, yeah, so you're going deeper into this area. Okay. And is anything else? Yeah?
That'll be my turn.
Alright. Over to Salam. Yet again faced with this creature.
I am going to hit the book with my book.
Yeah. Go for it.
It's book on book action.
18. That definitely hits. Solid hit. 9 bludgeoning. Very nice. So yeah, you kind of swing and you hit, and you see the energy kind of jiggle and shake and shrink in size. And it is over to the creature's turn. And let's see how we go this time.
I don't want it.
So yeah, the last thing to attack it was
Wait, wasn't Rolo holding it? How is it not right next to Rolo?
That's a good point.
Oh, he tossed it when it started glowing.
Yeah,
I mean-
it magicked out of the book and went
I mean,
over
if
there.
it was next to Rolo, it would be here, and I guess you would lose your advantage.
I mean, I could have just moved to
Yeah,
there.
that's true. All right, yeah, we can do that. I mean, did you toss it, Rolo?
No, I'd say I was pretty fucking surprised by Kane just zapping it in my fucking hand.
Okay. So let's say you kind of let go, and it's like still there in your face. So yeah, let's see. So I mean, it got attacked by Kane, but Kane's ran, and then Salam kind of smacked it pretty hard. So it is gonna go for Salam. 13. That misses.
Yeah, Salam, you did it.
Got. Yeah, there
You
we
made it past the first round.
go. Nice. All right. Yeah, this doesn't have multi-attack as well. So over to Rolo.
This is probably gonna suck, but yeah. So I will, as I don't have disadvantage for range attacking in melee, I will just kind of jam my crossbow into the mass and let loose.
Yeah, go for it. Alright, so you kind of jam your crossbow into the energy, and it kind of has the consistency of just about set jello. So there's a little bit of push, but you kind of jam it in there and you kind of fire point blank into it, and it hits, and you see the crossbow kind of goes straight through it, and it kind of shudders and shrinks yet again. And you do 8 piercing damage.
Cool. I will whip my crossbow out and kind of get low as I quickly reload and fire away again.
Okay. Okay, so you pull out, reload, and go right back in for a second round and hit again. For how much?
Rolo, the master of pulling out.
Yeah.
Pull out king.
7 damage. Yeah, another solid hit. Yeah, this thing's beginning to shimmer and quiver as if it is perhaps fading from existence. Over to Shadwick.
1 second.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So, Rolo's in the call out. I can't afford to be seen with you if I need to maintain my cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to draw an attack of opportunity trying to get the hell out of it.
Okay, so yeah, it will attack you then as you try and run away. 12, bad roll. Yeah, that's gonna miss.
Get fucked, book.
Alright, over to Chadwick then as you kind of run away. Do you just run? I guess you'd need an action to hide. So yeah, you can
I
run
just
the corner.
try and round the corner to break line of sight with the alleyway.
Okay.
Or with the walkway.
Yeah. Alright, over to Chadwick then, who will cast Firebolt, if I still have it somewhere. Where are you? No, he hasn't got it in there. Oh, I know what I did. Hold on, let me just grab that for him again. Spells. Where are my spells? Here we go. Okay, let's cast Firebolt. 12. Yeah, so this Firebolt, you see it, Kane, and yeah, he still needs to practice, but it hits and deals. What? Oh, try that again. Why isn't that working? get a new instance. We click damage. There we go. That's working. So it hits for 9 damage. Very nice. Yeah, so it lands center mass, and this energy is now fading very quickly. And we go over to Lenny, who rushes forwards with his clover mace drawn, and he runs in swinging.
Lenny, you fool! Lenny, you fool!
And he misses. Oh no, he's got
He gets
advantage.
advantage.
Yeah, let me roll that again.
Yep, still misses.
He still misses. Perhaps that is part of Lenny's story. It's meant to happen. Anyway, we go.
He and Asa trained together.
We go over to Valor then, who will draw her greatsword and attack.
I hardly know the guy. I just don't want him to die.
16 hits, and
If I did, I would have failed my mission to
Yeah.
get a priest.
and she finishes it off very easily. So she kind of goes in and takes the last hit with very little effort. Yes, and combat ends for now. So this thing kind of fizzles and pops and just kind of fades into like a fine mist that just dissipates into the air.
Alright, Salem. Enough nonsense. I did my part of the job. Salem, Lenny. Lenny, Salem. You two are both clerics of something. I don't know.
Even Lenny looks at you, your best buddy, and says, "You never did learn, did you?"
I mean, I don't even know how to pronounce her name.
Who the fuck is Salem?
Aren't you Salem?
Nope.
Salam. It's a minor difference, but I apologize. Very disrespectful.
Lenny kind of looks towards you, Salam,
Instead
and
of
Lenny,
Asa, I'm just gonna start
Salam.
calling you asshole because it's close.
Alright, Salem.
yeah.
You needed him for something? You weren't where you were supposed to be. You sort of left me hanging there.
Lenny pipes and says something about a evil bookstore, people being
Yeah,
eaten.
They tell him about it.
Yeah. And he kind of looks towards you, Salam. And he kind of just like nods and does some kind of
As you
priest
can
gesture.
see, the thing that we just fought was once a book that originated from that bookstore, and there are countless more just like it that are also these aberration creatures that are killing innocent people.
Ooh, aberrations. Nasty, nasty stuff that. Yeah. I guess Kane did perception there. Rolo, I was gonna ask you to do perception for me. Okay, 12. So you don't notice until it's fairly late, but coming up from behind the party is a group of individuals. And you see three people approach from behind. Two thuggish looking individuals and one rotund man with a quite thin but prominent mustache and a soul patch on the chin.
Rotunda.
And he says, "Well, well, well. Look who it is. I was hoping to come across you lot again." And he gives Salam a wink.
It's the fucking guy we let escape.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
that
recognize this
fucking
man.
were rat.
I don't recognize this man.
Can I do an insight check to see if it's like the were rat or whatever?
Yeah, go for it. Ooh. 11. You're not certain, but he has that kind of look about his face, and you swear you recognize the voice. So he's kind of just like said that and approached you. You're kind of like 90-80% certain that this is the same guy.
I'm going to yell out to our group. It's the were-rats. Ready yourselves. And then I am going to cast Vigilant Blessing on myself.
Okay, so you do that, and he kind of smiles, says, "You are smart as well as you are conniving." And he kind of furls his cloak, and a swarm of rats also kind of pour out of it in front of him. And we will roll initiative once more.
Rolling.
Okay.
Rolling.
Look at those
whoa,
dice
whoa,
go.
Whoa, whoa,
Holy shit.
How do you do that? So many dice.
That's very intimidating when you watch like 30 dice hit the table.
Alright, that's initiative. So Kane, you're up first.
Alright, I'm going to move so I can get a better position on what I can see.
It's a real shame I threw myself back here.
Alright, I see the guy in the back.
Yeah, that's
Come on.
probably the main guy.
I am going to shoot a firebolt at him.
About the guy at the back here.
Yes.
Yeah. Did he say his name?
No.
I'm not sure if he called out his name to Salam as he was running away.
He did. I have it in my notes.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Oh, Muwasha or something like that?
Mushika. Mushika.
And Mushu.
Okay, Firebolt, you get a 20, that hits for 10 fire damage, yeah. That's a strong hit, it goes cleanly through the gang and hits Mushika right in the stomach.
I saw 0 damage.
And you got a 10.
And I'll just kind of duck behind this barrel here, and that'll be my turn.
Yeah. Alright. Over to Rolo.
So I don't have much like real estate to the east for the sake of simplicity on the
I mean, I
map.
guess you do if you wanted to put some distance to the east. I don't have it on the map. But,
Yeah, I,
mean,
don't want to make it too weird for you.
I could delete the wall and you could just go into the grey space and just say you are.
The only reason I want to go that way is I want to stay as far away as possible from the lady seeing me.
I mean, here you go. Oh, you still can't see. Thought I removed the wall.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh no, it's just another brick in the wall.
Cool. Don't worry about it then. That's fine. I'll start running back into the alleyway, and I will let loose as I'm running.
A bit of a hit and run. Who are you going for? The main guy?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, 21 hits for... Ooh. Is that max? Yeah, 9 damage. Nice. Solid hit.
And as I'm running, I'm reloading,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll shoot another one.
13, that hits as well. For 5 damage this time. Okay. Yeah, so you kind of run and plant 2 bolts quite cleanly into his side and front, and he winces and curses in your general direction as you scamper into the quieter street, alley kind of place.
And as I'm passing by Chadwick, I'll just yell out, "Move, Chadwick," and I am good.
Alright, over to Salam.
going to. I'm gonna cast Bane on the
You
two
what?
thugs and Mushika.
Bane. Yeah, I don't know.
Bane.
Oh, Bane. Okay.
We make them ripped.
Yeah. I still don't know what that spell does. I have
It's
a
a
general
charisma
idea.
saving throw.
From
It's like the opposite of bless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Mushika and the two thugs, is it?
Yeah.
Alright, so charisma rolls from them. It's saving throw, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see how we do. So Mushika first, and then the two thugs.
Fail.
Alright, charisma. First on the left, second on the right.
Put Bane on me.
Oh, those are three solid fails. Good lord.
So, whenever they make an attack roll or a saving throw, they have to roll a d4 and subtract the d4 from their attack or saving
Okay.
throw.
Alright. Very good.
Then I'm going to get all up in their business.
Ooh.
Go.
I don't know if I have a thing for Bane, but let's use this. Just some sort of indicator.
Actually, I'm gonna move to there instead.
Okay. Alright. That everything?
How much movement could I have? 5, 10, 15, 20.
It's a lot of measuring going on over there.
I just keep forgetting. I'm bad with numbers.
Okay, I'm gonna end there.
Alright, over to Azza.
All right. 35. Not a great number, but I'm the one who put myself here. So instead of attacking, I will dash and get right up in all their faces, switching from silver to steel. I draw down and says, "My Ratman, you've really put on some weight. Let me help you carve it off." Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah, he does
Whoosh,
look
whoosh.
a lot fatter than his rat form for some reason.
Rats.
Yeah. Alright.
If you'll give me just a second, I'll double check if I have anything I would use as a bonus action. But I don't think so.
Mm.
I'm not gonna action surge quite yet. Not for this.
Okay.
No damage. Yeah, I think you can move on.
Alright, Chadwick will move as Rolo instructed, and he'll kind of move back to where Kane is and start firing his firebolt at one of the thugs on the left. Whew! That's gonna hit. That's a crit.
We got crit.
Shouldn't that roll double damage?
It should have.
I'll just double it to 10 then. Yeah. So yeah, he does 10 damage. Is everyone okay, or should I double it or just re-roll again?
Just double it, it's fine.
All right, 10 damage
Yeah, that's
on
good.
the thug on the
Oh,
left.
okay.
So yeah, Kane, you're probably quite taken aback by the impact of this firebolt. You see it go careening through the alley even, and it hits this thug with such force. You see him stumble ever so slightly, and a very deep burn appear in his flank. Okay, over to Mushika, who will screech out and say, "Insubordination! Destroy them, my minions!" And he will lunge towards Salam and says, "Let us join in battle for one last time." And he'll maneuver around you,
I barely even know this guy.
drawing his short sword and attack you. So, is the Bane for attack rolls as well? Not that that's gonna
Doesn't
hit.
matter, he misses.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the answer is yes.
he misses. Hang on. He has multi-attack.
Oh my god.
Okay, that hit.
So
You have
roll.
19, but unless I roll
He's
a
gonna-
zero,
he's gonna
unless I roll a zero, which isn't possible, yeah, he's gonna still miss. All right, so yeah, he misses. But the second attack looks like it's gonna hit, but you fix him with a sinister glare, perhaps eyeing him up with your red glowing eye, and he kind of loses heart at the last moment, and you're able to dodge out of the way of that attack. And we go over to Lenny. Lenny, my lad. He will run forwards to join his friend Azza in battle, and he will attack as I am called out for my posture, which is probably quite bad at the moment. Alright, and he will attack the thug that got hit by the fireball, and he will miss again. Lenny, my lad, what are you doing? Alright, over to the swarm of rats. As you kind of rushed forwards, you are met by a swarm of rats which kind of just washes over you, and they
Just
attack.
like old times, Luckyfoot. It's
Yes.
like old times.
Alright, so you just get swarmed by all these rats. 14, I believe that misses.
That will miss.
Yeah, so the bites do not connect in such a way, but you are definitely entangled by a mess of rats that are just all over you. They're all upons. And then we'll go over to the thug here, who will attack Salam with his mace.
He would, the coward.
And he'll miss. He'll go in for his second attack. 18 will miss as well. Azza is a tough boyo. Over to the other thug who will
You mean
attack.
Salam?
Yes,
Ah.
Salam. I'm sorry.
Maybe
Anyway.
Salem?
No. Over to the second thug who will attack Lenny with his mace. 15 hits for
We're gonna have to get a new Lenny.
6 damage.
He has lucky feet. He's only like one of his kind. That has 2 lucky feet.
11. That misses. So one hit. He kind of strikes Lenny across the face, and he kind of coughs and kind of ducks out of the way of the second. Then we move over to Vala, who will rush forwards to help out Salam and attack with her greatsword.
Oh.
And miss. Going for a second attack. And that's gonna hit for... Ooh. Gotta hydrate. 10 damage. Alright, so she misses the first one, but she brings the second attack around swiftly and cuts him across the arm, and he starts to bleed from the cut. Going back to the top of the turn order, we go to Kane. What have you got for us?
Alright, Kane is gonna swing around these barrels, seeing as how Salam is getting cornered, and he's going to form 3 arcane darts, and he's gonna send them all at the rat guy.
Alright, 3 darts over to Moshika.
You doing him dirty.
First one goes for 3. Three again, up to 6. And what have we got for the last one?
Hey!
Oh, nice. So we got 11 damage there. Solid hit. Nice. So you send these missiles weaving through the crowds in this battle, dodging those who are not the target, and they attack in a sort of pincer movement, and then the final one comes landing down straight onto the top of his head, and he kind of just like squishes inwards and then kind of pops back out, but bleeding profusely from the top of the head now, and he is not looking good.
Alright, that's Kane's turn.
Alright, over to Rolo.
Alright. Rolo will quickly trail the darts and attack the ratman.
Yeah, go in the wake, like in racing, going behind the other car to get that extra speed.
Maybe. Fuck.
Alright, 12 hits.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got shit AC.
I've got shit damage. Fuck.
Yeah, that's not great, but it's a hit. And I'm going.
And
You
I'll
going for a
quickly
reload? Yeah. Oh, almost a crit. That still hits though. For decent damage, 8. Alright, nice. Yeah, so this guy is starting to look like a bleeding porcupine. And he is wheezing horribly. Salam. You are faced with your foe of 2 sessions. He's looking weak. What do you do?
I am going to flail him in the face.
Just send that bitch back to school.
14 to hit.
14 hits. Okay.
6 damage.
6 damage. Okay, you kind of crack him right across the sides of the face, and you see his eyes like spin in place, and he starts to sway, and he says, "I'll get you next time. This is not the last you've seen of the great Mushaka." And he's like swaying on the spot, barely conscious. Yeah, he's not looking good. Over to Azza. Huh? What was that? Sorry.
I thought I killed him.
You were so close.
Son of a bitch.
So Azza, what are you gonna do?
I read the runes across my blade. Rat mower.
Rat mower.
And I go to mow some rats down.
Yeah, you start
Whack,
swinging.
Whack, whack, whack. Oh boy, he's swinging.
Yeah, you start doing like some kind of bow staff maneuver with your greatsword, and you're just like hitting rats left, right, and center. And you take like down like a good amount of rats. They go flying all over the place, and they kind of hit the floor, hit the wall, very much dead. But there's still a decent amount of rats left.
Action surge?
Yeah, go for it if you want.
Oh, it's such a waste.
It's your life, man.
But they need to die.
We might have no combats after this. You don't know if it's a waste.
Oh, I want to kill something.
That hits.
Roll the super dice.
12 damage. You take down even more rats, and
Rats!
there's
Rat!
just a few rats left, but they're still biting at your ankles.
Fuck, they're still alive.
They are still alive.
Scatter!
We go over to Shadwick, if that's the last of your attacks. I think that's everything you can do, unless you just run.
No.
Alright.
These colors don't run.
Okay. Alright, over to Chadwick, who will move forwards to stand by Kane, and he will cast Firebolt again at the same target.
Oh my god.
Chadwick is on fire. Alright. So we get 8 damage this time. Yeah. Very good. He sends another strong firebolt over and hits him square in the chest this time, leaving a similar scorched
It only
bit of
rolled once
flesh.
for his.
Yeah, I just doubled it to 8.
Oh, gotcha.
Again, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, 2 crits in a row from Chadwick. Over to Mushika, who is swaying, but still swinging, and he will kind of brandish his short sword at you, Salam, for his 2 hits.
Christ, he's not running.
And he'll go for the second one again.
Yeah, he doesn't run. How will he come back for the
23, so I roll a 1d4, right?
It doesn't matter. Even if you roll a 4, it's going to be a 19, so he's still
Okay,
hits.
so let's roll damage on that. So that's 6 damage from his short sword. He kind of like stumbles around waving it and just by sheer luck kind of stabs you in the side for force piercing damage. And then he kind of stumbles off to the side and kind of turns around and goes back and forth. He is very disorientated.
Do you have to keep concentration for the bait?
I do.
Oh no.
Bro, that.
Easy
Come
10.
on. Easy.
Yeah.
There we go. No problem. Over to Lenny, who's fighting this thug.
I saw it on the 19.
That hits though, the 11 hits. How much damage we got here? Alright, 3 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, he cracks this guy across the side of the face and he kind of glances at you as and says, just like old times, indeed. And we go over to the swarm of rats. I guess you're allergic. Alright, so yeah, let's
Only
see.
to the blood of my enemies.
Okay, 13, that's gonna miss. Wait, no, that should be... I thought that was less. I rolled the less than half. Either way, that misses. Yeah, that still misses either way. Alright, Thug it up. He'll try and attack Salam from behind. Okay, we've got a 17, and the other one didn't show up. Let's try again.
The other a crit. That's bullshit. The other one was a 15.
Alright.
That's some
one.
fucking bullshit.
A Tale of Two Cities, the 20
Because
and
that
the
first
1.
attack was not a fucking crit.
There would be a section without.
I mean,
That is some
crit.
serious
I don't know what to do here. In my other
Neither.
group, we only accept it if it appears in the chat. But I don't know. We
That's fucking horseshit.
what do you guys want to do? I mean, I know you want to. I know you don't want to accept the crit.
No, I would love to accept the crit.
I see the natural 20.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you get fucking extra chances to roll, of course you're gonna get a crit.
Yeah.
I do love the
Do
taste
the
of
fucking
salt.
crit.
You take 10 bludgeoning damage then. As this
What does
guy
this crit look like?
cracks you across the
Wait,
back of the
no.
head.
No, it should only be. He rolled a 3 plus 2, so it should be 8.
Yeah, the 3 gets doubled, not the.
Oh,
Plus
right,
3
I get
gets
you.
doubled, not the plus.
Alright, 8, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so, yeah, I do this in the other group, like, if sometimes dice don't show up in the chat box, so we just ignore that. If that's alright with everyone.
That's
Yes.
how you do it.
Yeah.
It sounds good.
Alright, so yeah, Salam gets kind of cracked in the back of the head by a mace. And,
Oh shit! Salam, are you going down again?
over to the other thug who's engaged in combat with Lenny.
He's not speaking. I think he's concussed.
Alright, so that's a minus d4. Oh wait, Salam, you need to do concentration.
There's no way. Well, yeah, I guess.
It's
I
a
can.
10.
Yeah, it's only. No, it's Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's half
For
damage
you-
or 10.
Yeah.
For you, it's 7 to pass, correct?
No.
Oh.
Why would it
Well,
be
close enough.
7?
Would it be a 7?
I mean the roll, not the number.
Yep, that's.
I wasn't clear.
Okay. So yeah, both of those are gonna hit, so let's roll damage. So 7 on the first one. And then the second.
Attacking Lenny instead of Azza. Like, who's the bigger threat? This is some
Clearly
bullshit.
Lenny.
I get targeted, and Azza's just like, no, let's just attack Lenny instead.
So yeah, Lenny takes 2 solid hits from this thug. Azza's in mortal combat with the rat swarm.
Lenny,
Over to
Shit,
Valor.
fall back.
Valor will let's see.
No one here can do Revivify. And we can't afford anything higher than that.
Revivify, we're not 5th level.
I know, I said we don't have anyone who can, and we're not rich enough to go beyond that.
The church will sort him out.
Okay, so 2 attacks from Valor.
I thought that was on a 17.
That's 12, that hits. So we got 10 on that guy. Go for a second attack.
Oh.
That misses, unfortunately. And then we go over to Kane.
Alright, Kane is going to... Fuck.
Again?
He does a lot.
Kane's gonna cast Magic Missile. One
Ooh.
dart at, Musaka?
Oh, you're gonna take the kill of Salam's sworn enemy?
Kane
I
leans
don't
on
want Kane. I don't want Salam taking more damage than
I
necessary.
killed Musaka.
So one dart at Musaka and 2 darts at this one here.
Alright. So one at Musaka, and the other 2 at the thug. Alright, roll damage. So first one to Mushika, the second 2 to the thug. Alright, 2 on Mushika.
Man, I thought that would have took him out.
I mean, it has. I was gonna do it or do it. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the first one kind of sails over and kind of pops Mushika right. It goes straight through his ear and clean out the other side. A spurt of blood kind of spraying out the other side of his ear, and he collapses down to the floor, dead before Salam.
Alright, second 2 at the one next to Salam as well.
Mm-hmm. Got 4. Alright, we got 9 damage there. Nice. This guy is also looking pretty beat up now. And then,
Yeah.
if that's everything from Kane, we go over to Rolo.
Oh, I'll just use my bonus action
Yeah.
to turn my 2 sorcery points into a spell slot.
Nice, go for it. Alright, so you focus your inner magical energies and feel a wave of magical energy surge inside of you.
Cool.
Swords.
We'll run over and get a better line of sight on the soldier or on the thug closest to Salam,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll give some shots.
We're not really good shots.
That hits. Solid 4 damage, and that is enough. Good sir. You finish him
nice.
off.
Double tap. Do it again. Picture it never stands back up.
Okay, then I will
That guy drops. Yeah. So we got a
try and
half
shoot
swarm
into
of
the
rats and a thug.
swarm and see
Yep.
how this goes.
aim for them.
Oh, God.
27 hits for. Ooh. What are we... where are we? 9 piercing. Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's a critical. Nice. Yeah. So yeah, 9 piercing. Yeah. So you make a kebab of rats, and you finish the remaining ones off handily, and the rest of them kind of scatter, relieving the remaining thug. And we go,
I'm good.
yeah, we go over to Salam, and this thug is kind of looking around in a panicked way, and he turns to run, perhaps, but kind of is faced with Salam, who cuts him off. 24 hits.
24 to hit.
And you do 8 damage. Yeah, so you crack this guy across the face, and he stumbles, but is still alive. And he kind of just looks up at you with a bloody, toothless, sad face. And he kind of murmurs, "Have mercy." And we go over to Azza.
All right, I move up, closing this box, and performing non-lethal damage. I'll give a swing. I'll say, "That's only lucky foot you just fucked up. That's only lucky foot you just fucked around with."
What? And you just attack him non-lethally. For 15, that hits. 7. So you kind of flip your sword round and just smack him on this side of the head with the butt of your sword, and he collapses to the floor unconscious. And that is where we will end combat.
Is everyone all right?
No, I appear to be dead.
Lenny looks incredibly beat up. Wait, what? Az is dead?
Oh, there it is.
I appear to be dead.
Is he?
No.
No?
We need to get these bodies out of the open quickly.
Yeah, there's 2 dead bodies and 1 unconscious body.
Did
we
did
got
Mushika
boxes here.
revert to his were-rat form upon death?
Is that a thing that happens?
I thought they
think
revert
so.
to their human forms.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
sure.
don't know. There's
I-
a canon.
I'm not aware of any canon, so he's still
Here.
human.
Cool. Yep.
Let's go with that. I mean,
Everyone appears to be alive. So
Swizz, do
I
you
pull out-
know any canon about it at all?
No, I don't know any canon.
Yeah.
I know that they transform one way, but I don't know which it is. I don't know if they transform to their wolf form or their human form, but it's one way or the other, but I don't know which way it is.
Yeah. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, let's say he's human for now. Yeah.
I take
I'm
a.
gonna search him.
All right. So you find a light coin purse. It looks like it should have a lot more in it than it does. It has let's say 5 gold in there, but you know that gold is kind of rattling around in that purse there.
I'll take a crowbar from my dungeoneering pack,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll start opening up the boxes over here.
Yeah.
Say, hey, you want to get rid of them? I got a place for them right here.
Yeah, you kind of open it up, and these boxes were just cast aside. They're empty.
Leave that one. He's alive. We have questions for him.
Okay.
I mean, we were accosted. It kind of looks suspicious if we like stash them in a box, right?
I mean, this place seems awkwardly quiet, as if perhaps the guards may have been paid off to kind of avoid this area for now.
If you're worried about us being seen putting people in boxes, then we've already been seen killing them. I don't know why you care about hiding them.
Yeah, but that was like defense. If we hide the body like in a box, it just feels like
You're the one who said you didn't want to be seen.
Yeah, I just want to get him out of the way in case the lady comes. Stuff him in the fucking box. Let's get him out of the way.
Yeah. You stuff Musafa, or whatever his name was, Mushika, in the box. What about the other thug?
No. He needs to be talked to.
There were 2
Why?
thugs. There's the dead thug and the alive thug.
Well, yeah, a dead one goes in there, and you know, who has a shovel because there's a lot of dead rats.
I don't know, just maybe a broom. But yeah, so you searched Mushika, yeah?
Do I notice anything, like any activity at the house that the people went into? Or Vala and them?
Roll
Yeah,
perception.
staring at us like
Anybody's
mad.
like watching us after this combat or anything?
Roll perception. Okay, you can't see anyone looking out from that house at all. It seems like things were quite quiet. There were some spells, but no major spells were kind of fired off. I think. I mean, the people attacking you weren't being overly quiet, but they were being quiet-ish, but yeah. It seems like they were confident that that no guards would stop by, but they weren't trying to draw an overly huge amount of attention. Yeah. So you stuff Mushika in the box. Do you stuff the dead thug in the box?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And how about the unconscious one?
Well, certainly not yet.
Okay, while this is happening as well, Lenny will go over to Salam, seeing that you're very, very beat up. And he will kind of kneel down and tend to your wounds. So he will cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. And you'll get cured 10 hit points, and then he'll turn to himself and cast it at 1st level.
Salam, you took some damage, right? I will give you healing fingers.
Ooh.
Wait.
So you
Don't do
get
that.
just
Sorry?
2.
Okay,
Bad
cool.
touch.
Yeah, so you got Salam got 10 from Lenny, and then he gave 8 to himself. And then Kane also healed Salam, did he?
Yeah, oh, only 2 though.
I guess your fingers are powerless when compared to the might of Lady Luck.
Oh, it didn't go through?
I mean, you said it was 2, right? Did it not roll?
It
Well, I
doesn't
just
roll like this,
yeah. It usually puts it in chat though, just so
Yeah, I
there's a
can't
record
see it
of
in
it.
chat. Do you want to roll it again if it didn't register?
There you
Oh,
go.
there it
now
is.
it went through.
2. Alright, cool. So yeah, these healings go on while Azza and Valor kind of stuff those bodies into those boxes. Salam, you find was it 5 gold on Mushika in the rather suspiciously light coin purse, and you just stuff the dead thug in there, and
that's all he has?
that's all Mushika has. I mean, he has his clothing and his short sword.
Alright. Well. Alright. Salam, Lenny, Salam. Assuming no interruptions, you two should probably get on the same level. As for this one, I'll shake him awake once I've completely doffed his armor.
Okay, yeah, you kind of strip him down. Kane, are you just wandering over there, or are you stealthing in any way?
Yeah, Kane's gonna stealth up here and just to see like if he can hear anything or see anything down this way.
Okay, roll a stealth. Okay, so yeah, you're pretty sneaky, yeah, and you kind of sneak down the alley. You might hear the odd soft voice from within homes, but that you've been going past. But yeah, you can't see anything right now. Azza, you've stripped the thug of their weapons and armor. While stripping their armor, you kind of find a pretty decent coin purse of 15 gold pieces on this thug.
Valor, you want to hold on this one? I'll just toss a coin purse to her.
And she kind of catches it and says, "Sure," and she pockets it.
Alright. Wake up!
You kind of slap
Wake
him
up.
around the chops, and after a couple of slaps, he kind of snaps to him and says, "Mercy, mercy."
You a rat?
What? No.
Are you a rat?
I'm Johnny.
Oh, Johnny. Why do you work for a rat?
'Cause he paid me and my friends. Where's Jared?
Dead.
He starts crying.
There ain't no rest for the wicked, chump.
It's paid work. I wanna make bills get
So is
paid.
baking. So is baking. You chose your lot.
I can't bake. I tried it once. My mum said I was shit.
Well, you could have dug ditches. Anyone can dig a ditch.
I guess.
Anytime a good plague comes around, the ditch diggers become the grave diggers. Good work.
But this pays us both 15 gold each. Ditch diggers don't get that.
Well, not anymore, don't.
Jared, I'm sorry.
Why?
He tries to get up, but he just like falls to the floor.
Push him. I push him down.
And he starts trying to like crawl away.
Why were you here? No, I grab him by the scruff. Why were you here?
Cause that fancy man paid us to get yous.
How did he know where we were?
I don't know. He saw you?
Does he work for the people that are... And I point down the alley.
What?
Does he work for the people that live down that way?
Who lives down there?
How long have you been working for the fat man?
Since this morning.
Good God, you're worthless.
Oh, that hurts my feelings.
You're literally just hired muscle. Like, and not even like good hired muscle.
That hurts his feelings even more. I tried.
Yeah, you did.
I only got so
And
far.
But in the end, you attacked a priest.
Yes.
Do you really think you're gonna get away with attacking a priest of good luck?
He's trying to struggle free to get away. Take my
Are we
payment.
letting him go, or what are we doing?
Just take my
Right
money
now,
and
we're
let me
just wasting
go.
time.
Where's Jared?
He's in that box.
What?
Oh, he's dead. You get put in the box one way or the other. Listen,
Just take our
I'm
money
gonna
and
let you-
leave us. Me.
I think we've already taken your money. So, I'm gonna let you live.
Oh, thank
But
you.
only because I think... Only
A
because I
thousand
think
blessings
you're
upon your noble face.
Now, listen to me. It's only because I think you're gonna make a great grave digger.
Uh,
And you can start with Jared. Find a shovel.
I don't have a shovel.
You'll find one.
Okay.
You were ready
can
to
I-
be a murderer.
Can I
Don't be a
borrow?
thief.
Can I borrow 1 silver to buy a shovel?
No. You were ready to be a murderer and not be a thief.
You're mean.
Steal a shovel.
What? But,
Dig a grave.
Okay.
Remember, 6 feet deep, else the wolves will. Well, I guess there aren't wolves around here. Somebody will dig it up and eat it.
Okay. Where's? He kind of starts struggling to get up then, and then he kind of drags himself over to the box and kind of opens it up and starts trying to pull Jared out.
No, you're gonna want to get the shovel first.
But Jared,
He'll be fine. He's not gonna
dogs will have him.
Yes. Salam wants nothing to do with anything that is happening right now. This is fucking obscene and ridiculous, so he walks away.
He's in the box.
The
He'll
thug,
be fine.
the thug isn't listening. He's trying. I want Jared. He's my friend. And he's kind of trying to pull it out, and the box kind of like topples over, and like Jared and Rashika kind of just spill out on top of this thug, and he's kind of just like pinned under these two bodies.
Do you think they could
So much-
possibly waste any more time or be any more noticeable in anything that they're doing, Kane?
I mean, you could have killed him.
Salam, so you join Kane. Do you join him stealthily?
Sure.
Chadwick and Vala are also gonna follow you because
Alright.
they're not having a good time watching this either.
I gave you advice. If you don't want to follow it, you'll be dead by the morning, having starved.
Salam. Come on, now stop dragging your feet. You're making a ton of noise.
Help it, this armor's heavy.
How you feeling after taking a few of those blows?
This one is feeling okay.
Did you even talk to me?
What was taking y'all so long back there?
No, Azza was doing something. Who the fuck knows?
You never quite know with that one.
Indeed. So Chadwick kind of creeps up, relatively quietly, but yeah. Salam and Valor kind of clink and clank over towards you.
Alright, I think we should move up and check the perimeter of their house.
Yeah, it was this one they went into.
Is it a one-story house, two-story house? What's
One story.
Okay. How big is it?
Big enough? Let me have a look. It looks to be a... Looks like there's probably like maybe 3, maybe 5 rooms to it.
And you said it's the last, when we started all this, it was last shift. Are there any lights inside, like any candles lit?
Yeah, you can see
any,
light coming from the inside
silhouettes?
through the windows, curtains drawn, but light is kind of pouring out. You might see the
so
odd
the
silhouette go
curtains
by.
are drawn.
Yeah.
So.
It's evening, so it's dark, so people will have curtains drawn. But there is light coming from the houses, and you can probably surmise that it's probably getting towards the end of the workday, so perhaps those other 2 people might be returning back soon at some point.
Maybe we should hide and wait here for those other 2 people to return.
I think that's a mighty fine idea. It's best we get the jump on them than they get the jump on us. But you know, for those of the particular heavy type, maybe you should take best precautions now to hide away.
Yeah, perhaps me, Valor, and Azza should head up the street while you and Rolo, and I guess Chadwick, kind of stay closer.
I agree. And Chadwick, dear boy, you were on fire today.
He kind of winks at you slyly.
Oh,
Told you we should
sly
bring him
devil.
along.
Learn
Oh,
from
you
the
quiet
best.
now.
Rolo, you probably hear some voices coming from around the corner. You can probably surmise that it's Lenny and the thug.
Rolo will run up. He'll look at the thug. What exactly is the thug attempting to do right this second?
You kind of come round and you see Lenny kind of helping him out from underneath the 2 bodies. He kind of brushes him down, hands him a silver piece, and then tells him to get on his way. And he helps like the thug kind of shoulder his dead friend, and the thug kind of just stumbles off into the streets ahead, and then Lenny kind of looks up at you and kind of weakly smiles at you and says, "Is the work of those who are good, I suppose."
It's a dirty job, but someone has to do it. You're needed down the alley. Get down there quick.
Yeah, he kind of nods and then kind of just walks down the alley.
Would I need to make another stealth check to try to hide in this alleyway here between the
Oh, so you're
building
going
we're
right
targeting?
next to the house. Yeah, so kind of move to where you will be hiding. So, you want Valor with Salam, since both those 2 have heavy armor, right?
Yeah,
And then,
that's it too.
so Chadwick is going with Kane.
Yeah.
What about everyone else?
Why don't you put me on the roof? Hard to
I
see up
mean-
there.
Yeah, you could. Do you have climbing gear, don't you?
I think I have something like climbing gear.
I mean, you'll still need to roll stealth because you're, climbing someone's house. They might be at home. But
I
yeah.
have a grappling hook and rope.
Yes, that's
Grappling hook.
yes,
Might
the
make a lot of
sound
fucking
the
noise.
sound of a metal grappling hook slamming onto someone's roof.
I'm not proficient in stealth.
Uh-huh. Where does Lenny want to go? I guess he could be sticking with Azza since they're buddies. And Azza was the one who kind of brought him here. Yeah, that makes
Lenny.
sense.
I thought Salem wanted you for something. I'm sorry. I seem to have dragged you out here for nothing.
You want me to go?
It's nice having you here. I don't want you to go, but I seem to be wasted your time.
You're my buddy. We go way back. You know, like old times. I'll help you out.
Alright, don't get yourself killed, though.
Alright,
Lord
I
knows
got
I've
Lady
just
Luck
left
on my
that
side. Nothing's been able to kill me yet. And he kind of coughs. Alright, so are you climbing onto the roof?
Yeah.
If this motherfucker starts trying to climb on a roof, I am going over there to try to stop him. 'Cause this is fucking ridiculous.
You see Azza kind of taking out a rope and like a big ass metal like grappling hook.
What the fuck are you doing?
Being on a roof.
Why?
It's out of the way.
How are you gonna get down
also
quickly?
extremely loud.
It's not that loud. One
There's
clunk and,
probably lights on in the house as well.
You're wearing metal armor.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be loud one way or the other. Can't stop existing.
Yeah, so that's why we need to go down the street away from this area while the people who can sneak stay here. That was
You know
the
we
plan,
just-
remember?
You know we just had 2 fights back to back, right? You know we weren't quiet.
No one said anything yet, as far as we know.
I mean, semantic components, verbal, I mean. And,
You know what? I'm not gonna argue with you. If you're gonna be a dumb fuck, be a dumb fuck. I'm done with you.
alright,
Yeah.
bye.
Lenny's kind of just like stood there awkwardly. And he kind of looks to Azza, still making friends, I see.
Cats. You never get along
He
with
kind of
anyone.
just his eyes go wide slightly, and he says, "Ugh." And he kind of just looks back at Salam. And he's like, All right. So you start swinging that grappling hook, I guess.
Grappling hook.
Yeah. I guess
Catch
you need to aim for something, so maybe roll to hit to see if
Okay.
you hit the target you're aiming for.
Shame, because there's no proficiency in grappling hook.
Yeah, just I guess roll a d20, see how it goes. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so it sails on up, and it seems to quite very securely land on the roof, and it seems quite secure where it is, and you kind of give it a little tug and it doesn't seem to budge. And yeah, if you want to start climbing, that's where you will do your stealth roll. Fucking hell. Alright, so you start clanking on up this house, and you hear murmuring kind of escalating from inside the house.
Rollo's gonna dive into the little alleyway here and try and make himself as small as possible.
Okay, everyone else is hiding, I guess, so yeah, you guys hide. Let's have those rolls. So, alright, stealth for Chadwick. Oh.
Nice roll.
Rollo just disappears into nothingness. Chadwick kind of like covers himself with some tarp. What about Kane?
There's like the Naruto hiding.
Yeah. How about Kane?
You want me to re-roll?
Oh, you already rolled. Where are
Well,
you?
I rolled when I first came into the alleyway, but I could re-roll.
If you're kind of adopting a hiding place, you're kind of trying to hide yourself. I would say roll stealth to see how good of a hiding place you make. You kind of tuck into the top with Chadwick. It could be better. And I guess Salam and Valor are just hanging out round the corner outside of sight, but within earshot. Lenny's kind of watching you kind of scale this house, and he kind of hears the murmuring going inside, and he looks visibly nervous. And Azza, you hear someone approaching the window.
Well, I assume I'm already on the roof.
You're kind of almost there.
Well, no point stopping now.
So
Still have to make an athletics check to climb.
I was just told to make stealth to climb, but I still can.
I didn't think of that. Do you need to make an athletics check for climbing?
You don't have
Traditionally,
a climbing speed, yeah.
Do you not have a climbing speed then, Azza?
I don't.
All right. Roll athletics then. It's gonna be pretty easy, but not good enough. So you kind of clank on up there, and you get about maybe halfway up before you kind of lose your grip, and you kind of slip on down, and kind of clatter to the floor, and you see a window kind of get pulled open, kind of slides on up, and some woman kind of sticks her head and says, "Oi, what's going on here, eh? Instead of my booty sleep. What's this rope? Who's that? Who's that? Hey, what you doing down there? Are you a vagabond?"
Yeah. But get back in the house before I cause trouble for you.
How about you?
You'll lose.
Fuck
You'll lose
off.
more in your beauty sleep.
I'll smack you. I will. And she slams it shut, and you hear someone clambering down the stairs noisily.
Drug. Well, that's embarrassing.
Let me get someone. And this woman bursts out and says, "Oi, get back here! I'll slap you across the face, I will." And she's like coming at you, and Lenny steps forward and says, "Calm down, calm down. We're window cleaners, yes, aren't we, Azza?
Absolutely.
Window cleaners this time of night. I ain't paid no window cleaners."
Well, that's what makes it free. 4 hours.
She kind of looks up. "Still dirty. I ain't seen no window cleaning gear."
It's all on the roof.
Bullshit. I ain't buying that.
All right, then.
Wait,
the rest of the
who's your
neighborhood's-
business? What business you under? What's your window cleaning business name then, if you're so window cleanery, eh?
Sparkling Panels. Their office is up north in Baldergate Square. One of the squares.
Okay, roll persuasion. Oh no, deception, sorry.
Deception seems like that.
You got this. You got this.
Higher than I
11.
would have expected.
Yeah, likely story. Don't believe it. Piss off before
Fine.
I smack yous. And she kind
Not
of
really.
raises the back of her hands, gesturing towards you.
Shrug. You only hurt your hand, ma'am.
She's gonna try and intimidate you. Where are we?
I mean, is she like a scary lady? Should I get? Like, at
She's
least-
just a lady, and she's trying to look intimidating, but she doesn't look very intimidating. This is just a
I-
lady living in her house,
Ma'am,
trying
if
to.
you don't want sparkling panels, then you won't have them.
No, I don't. Now piss off. And she kind of stands there, arms crossed, watching you as you kind of go away. Lenny follows. Keep going.
No. What are you gonna do? Come over here?
She comes over there. She
I
comes
don't
over.
have-
She comes over to you and she goes to slap you, I guess. Let me get an unarmed strike from my things.
She could have advantage. I'm just gonna let her.
Okay, let's see where it won't be
I'm gonna
spells.
defend myself. But if she misses, it means she literally slapped a piece of metal.
I mean, if you let it happen, doesn't it automatically hit? I'm not sure.
Oh, I was just gonna give her advantage. It's like, well, like you don't automatically hit when someone's unconscious. I don't think. I don't know. Legendary. Ooh.
That's what I got. That's not an unarmed strike. Hang on.
No. Turns out she's one punch.
Where it's not
Okay.
racial features, it's not spells. Oh, I don't know. She hits you with a rolling pin that she has.
Barehanded before, but all right.
Um,
It's a little bit more worth dodging.
if we get advantage, she kind of gets a
No,
12.
it was
So
advantage against an open hand slap.
I mean, either way, it still doesn't hit. So she hits you, and it kind of just hits your armor. She like hits you in the armor with a rolling pin. She says, and yeah, it looks like she's not letting up. So I don't know, roll initiative or something.
Maybe this.
Be back.
I'd
I'm not
rather.
here.
No, that's going too far. I'd rather be knocked unconscious than roll initiative.
Okay, she starts clubbing you. Just run.
Yeah, I'm knocked unconscious.
Alright, she just smacks you, and you get knocked unconscious, and then Lenny drags you off over to here, and she goes back inside, and we'll wait for Swiss to get back. Oh, good lord. Oh. Okay. So yeah, Lenny drags an unconscious Azza over to Valor and Salam.
He's always been the best of the pair of us.
Yeah, they believe believe you. Okay. So after a while, yeah, some time passes. Azza will maybe get consciousness again, and then two of these people will come back from work. Let me grab them. Let's see. So we got in bar.
Why is Numbnuts near me?
So he got knocked unconscious, and then Lenny dragged him over to you two.
Guess you'd know that if you were here.
Now. Calm down.
But he's unconscious.
Initially, yeah.
He said he got back up.
After a while, yeah, he will gain consciousness again. And two individuals will approach the house from the street. Yeah. You'll probably recognize them as the two that could replace them, and they come to the house and they open the door and walk on in.
Can Kane hear, during everything that was going on, did Kane hear any commotion or any conversation from within the house?
Just normal chit chat and that kind of stuff. People maybe talking casually, Maybe you hear a tall glass of milk being poured or something. I'm not sure. Just normal goings on within the house. And these people who came back had heavy book bags and such, and moved into the house.
Kane's gonna look at Rolo and Chadwick. He's just gonna say, if we fight them all at the same time, we might be biting off more than we could chew.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we know the secrets of the books, but I mean, if they take, we have to assume that they took all the dangerous books away from the cart. That way, when the guard goes tomorrow, you know, they can't prove anything. So our hands are kind of tied. I'm not sure what direction to go.
Same here. Plus, I can't remember how many books Salam had actually pointed out. If we ended up fighting the 4 of them, then, or 5, then we don't know how many other of those books that we'll have to deal with as well.
Yeah, it definitely seems like a bad situation all around. I think let's just keep watch for a little bit, regroup with Salam and Azza, and see how we want to pursue this. But we know they're all here now, at least from the ones that we saw before.
Okay.
It might. We could also see if try to keep an eye out for those bags we saw them wearing. If they don't remove the books from the bags, and we're able to get a hold of those bags, we might be able to avoid a fight overall.
We'd need Salam to confirm that. There's probably so many fucking books in there.
Alright, let's wave them down then. Kane will make sure he ducks down so he doesn't walk past the window, or if there's any peekholes in the door.
Smart. Okay, you guys are able to... Is it just Kane, or is everyone?
I guess I don't speak for Chadwick, but yeah, I'll try and slide on over.
I mean, yeah, if everyone's going, everyone will sneak on, staying low, over to the rest of the group. Alright.
Well, we saw the other 2 arrive. They had bags on their backs. They just entered the home.
It might be safe to assume they cleaned out the stall of the evil books for the inspection tomorrow.
Salam, do
The
you
good news
remember?
is the guard has one of the evil books still. Remember, he kept it.
Very
Let's
true.
make a note of that.
So at the very least, they will be able to tell that that book is evil, and therefore we were telling the truth that they have evil books.
Unless while we left she paid him off, or knows someone up higher in the chain of command that can help. I think we should proceed with caution, because now we're dealing with potentially 4 or 5 humans of the sort. And if you remember, Salam, how many of those aberrations did you see?
A lot.
Yeah, there were quite a few. Enough to transport.
I was never given an exact number. It was just
Yeah.
like...
There's quite a lot, but it would be not too many that couldn't be transported. Because they were in book form, so they could bag them up in
Is this
quite a
an
large
alley
bag.
over here?
It looks like it is, yeah. There's some boxes and stuff there, so you'd have to clamber over it, but yeah, that is an alley.
Maybe we could rest in that alley, wait for the people to leave in the morning, and then once Corvala leaves with her workers, we could break in and see what's going on in the house.
Yeah, they might leave the books behind when they leave tomorrow, to go meet with the guards at their booth, assuming the guards even go at all at this point.
Yeah.
That might be prime time to rifle through their house and see what we can find.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Maybe I can stay close to the door in that alley that's right next to it, just in case, keep track of anyone else coming in or out.
Yeah, So yeah, head into your positions for the evening.
We can probably send Lenny on his way, because probably the less people doing this, the better.
Okay.
Lenny
Sure.
told me earlier that he needed to be home for the temple anyways.
They don't let him spend the night at other places.
No, they got to keep the look inside.
Poor Lenny.
Yeah. So Lenny will
Thanks
kind
for
of
coming, Lenny.
thank you and kind of wander off and tell you to keep out of trouble.
No promises.
Okay, so you guys kind of head into that alley down there, and Rollo, I guess you will kind of
Oh, I didn't realize we were talking about an alley that was right across the
down
street
here.
from
I mean,
My
yeah,
bad.
you could probably like just stay on the corner and kind of look on
Yeah.
down. So as long as someone's keeping watch, yeah.
I hopefully this is an alley where they might throw their garbage out.
Probably.
Because there's a back door.
There's a lot of refuse down back here, yeah. So this is
I don't
probably
think
like
this place
a
is
back.
gonna work.
This is like a back alley where people would like throw out refuse or whatever.
Well, I guess we'll risk it. I mean, it's getting
Yeah.
pretty late anyways, right?
Yeah. People are probably starting to go to bed. So yeah, I guess you guys are gonna stay out on the streets tonight. Yeah. So what about keeping watch? We need 4 volunteers to keep watch tonight.
Kane would
Yeah.
take watch.
Yeah.
I'll do some of the darker hours.
Yeah, Swan will too.
Okay. So yeah, do your perception rolls in order.
Do you guys want me to go first, or because I
Who
could go
doesn't?
last?
Who doesn't have dark vision?
I don't. Neither does Chadwick.
So we let them go first. Well, if Chadwick or Az is taking a watch, then it'll be best you guys go first.
Yeah, definitely during, at least while there's still sunlight, and then we can rotate the rest.
Oh, I think his camera and everything froze.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Can you still hear us?
I think so. Yes. Everyone good?
I think Gaza's machine blew up.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost
There he
him.
goes. Never mind.
His internet. Can we do the rotation without him? Can we just like do
Yeah.
Chadwick and
that's
Valor
fine.
first?
Yeah.
I'm here.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
is he back?
Nice.
Testing.
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, so who's
Yep.
doing watch first?
I guess Asa and Chadwick first.
Oh, together, okay. So yeah, Chadwick will roll perception, and so will Azza.
Alright.
As expected of Chadwick? Yeah, as expected of Asa.
Azza. So you kind of settle down for your watch, and after a while, you see what's the name? Corvia.
Corvala?
Corvala exits the house and go this way. With a 20, a natural 20, you don't see many belongings on her, no book bags or anything, but you see her kind of tucking in a reasonably sized coin purse into her clothes as she kind of steps out and heads off. And then after an hour or so, you see her return back, and she kind of comes here, kind of stops, looks up at the stars, takes the night in, and then
Wait, did you not wake any of us up when you saw
I mean,
her?
yeah, so
I would
she
have this narrative was still going on.
sorry, yeah, so she steps out, you see her kind of stuff the coin purse into her clothes. She steps away for an hour or so, during which do you do anything? Sorry.
It's super tempting to just like tackle her, but you know, if we wanted to do that, we probably just bust in the door. So, who has the last watch? I'd wake them up first. You know,
Probably
Does it
Kane.
matter?
That'd probably be me. I would probably have the last watch.
Okay, Kane and Kat then. Just give them
Who?
Salem.
Say Salam, yeah. So you wake Salam from his sleep.
Appreciate it if you would say my name right.
Yeah, I'm usually the one who does stuff like that.
Well, we'll all work on it.
You know what it is? You're just being a dick for no reason.
There's a reason, but you're right about the dick part.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
Stop fucking doing it.
Hey, focus. The lady. I didn't wake you up because I didn't wake you up because it was a joy to speak to you. The lady just left the apartment with a huge bag. I didn't follow her because I'm loud as hell. But, yeah, someone ought to know. So you and Kane know.
Who's the sneakiest among us? We should probably wake them up and send them after her.
I thought you were.
Me?
Well, maybe the gnome, but yeah,
I'm in
you.
heavy armor.
I mean, she's
I
probably
will go.
I mean, you don't
like
sleep in heavy
down
armor.
the street and turns the corner by
There's
now.
rules against that. You don't, it's something about recovering and,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we don't know how long she'll be. Should we head inside while she's gone? Or should we
Maybe.
follow her?
You need to make if you want to follow her, you're gonna have to decide to do it right now, because she'll have turned the corner and the streets will be empty, so you'll see which way she went, but she may quickly disappear if you don't act now.
Kane will put on his mask and he'll head out to follow her.
Okay. So yeah, and do you want to do stealth roll?
I'm
I'll keep
going
watching.
to, before he goes, I'm going to cast guidance on him real quick.
All right, guidance. Okay, 8 plus. Okay, so you're over 10. So yeah, yeah, it's a quiet night, and let's see. Let me check her perception. Da-da-da-da. Okay. So yeah, you do a bad job, but you tail her. It takes a while, and you see her kind of duck down into an alley. You follow her, and she kind of comes up to a house. You see her knock on the door, and you hear some kind of quick exchange of words, and you see her withdraw the coin purse from her cloak, hand it to someone, and then nod, and it looks like she's about to turn back to go home.
Before she turns around, I'll just take a quick glance. Can I see the figure that opened the door?
No, they're kind of still, they're like inside, and she's like at the doorway, so you don't know who she gave it to.
Alright, Kane would just take a note on how the house looks, just in case if we have to return.
Hmm.
Is there anything else that might stand out, like any, like if, like
There's
how does the area
there's
look?
probably,
Is
like,
it like a wealthy area?
There's probably like a street name that you'll be able to recall, whatever it would be. What's the street name?
Baker
Tully,
Road.
Tully Street. Yeah,
Tully Street. I'll put that in
Tully
my
Street.
notes.
Let's go with that. I'll make a note as well.
Does this part of town look like if the buildings belong to people of import?
I don't know, like middle class, kind of working class. No, working class, yeah. So not someone high up, but you know, middle class. No, sorry, I keep going. Working class. Sorry, working class neighborhood.
Okay. So Kane would just go ahead and start doubling back to the group and then go ahead and tell them everything he saw and let them know that she's definitely either bribing somebody or giving somebody a lot of money to take care of a job for them.
Yeah. So you arrive back to the group, and let's say, I don't know, 15 minutes after you arrive back, you see Korvala come back, and she does the thing. She looks up at the night sky, takes it in, and then steps inside, unless you guys decide to jump her.
I don't think we are, right?
No.
Okay,
So
so
I'll
she
just say, hey,
heads in
good
then.
reconnaissance.
I'll definitely tell the group tomorrow we must proceed with caution. She is definitely up to no good, and a sack that large is definitely for someone, I believe, of import.
Not really a sack, but you know, a hefty coin purse. Yeah. Alright.
Chunker.
So, yeah, you conclude that watch, then you go on to the second and the third watch. Nothing really happens. Fourth watch, though, just before dawn's breaking, can you do a perception roll for that one?
That's Salam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
God, I roll like fucking ass on all of my fucking skills
Man.
that I'm good at. Every time, man.
Okay, let me just check.
It's alright, I got 11.
something.
I'll carry us. I got this, don't worry.
Where are we? Okay, so
Better off using my fucking passive.
you guys, maybe you're kind of half asleep, so you're not keeping watch very well, but you're kind of jolted back into concentration as you kind of hear people starting to stir inside, and then you hear the door of the house open on up, and you see Korvala and two workers exit the house and just walk as if they're heading to work. So they're not trying to be sneaky, they're just early risers and they just head to work like it's normal.
Does it appear that they have the same sacks when they came in on their back?
Yes, it does.
Well, it might be best if we take a look before the shift change, because then we have to deal with two of them.
I say we bust in now.
Rolo, do you want to play it back a little?
I agree. I think it's while people are gone, we should definitely give it a go. I mean, today is the day, right? We're playing our hand. I don't know if I should still keep myself, separated from it all and stay in her good graces while I have them, in case that might lead us to something.
Well, it's definitely Korvala who left and two workers.
Right.
Probably two you've seen before.
You have you run into all of them, Rolo?
They all have seen my face, yes. Or at least all four of them that we're aware of.
Perhaps it might be best if you head now and knock and make it look as if that woman sent you, so they can open the door. It looks a little less like we're breaking and entering. Once they open up, we could perhaps move in. You could take Chadwick here with you, or someone that they haven't seen before.
Yeah, that's very true.
Oh, question: did the second group didn't see Azza, right?
I took
Trying to think.
Lenny there, but I didn't.
No,
make a
they
scene.
did not. No, so the second group did not see Azza.
Well, if she hired you, then she might need muscle, and I can think of no one better.
I don't think they saw Salam or Kane either, though.
So there
We
was
were
the initial
off already
two,
at that point.
then the replacement two.
Yeah, we were there at the stall when the replacement two came.
So with the pretty low perceptions, you probably saw some people leave, but you didn't get a good enough look at the face to see who the people were to see if it was someone you've seen before. So yeah, as far as it's definitely Korvala, but also two workers who you may have seen or may not be. You don't know.
Sure. Yeah, there is a chance that second shift from yesterday could be taking first shift today. Um, so then, how about I think that's a fantastic suggestion, Kane. Maybe um, I don't know if we can risk that it's the right shift, or if they're not mixing it up and there's one person from each shift still in the house. We didn't get that good of a look. I'll go in. I'll say she sent me over. Um, I'll go in and just try and get a lay of what's in there. Maybe there's a surprise, more people that we're not aware of. And if it doesn't look like we're walking into a trap, I will give the signal. The signal. You know the signal.
All right, be careful.
I don't. That's why I'm asking what the signal is.
You'll know the signal when you see the signal.
Any and all books in there
God.
could be monsters, so really be careful.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Rollo,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna cast Vigilant Blessing on myself, and I'm
Mhm.
also gonna cast let's give Gift of Alacrity to Rollo, just in case he needs to do something quickly.
Okay, so yeah, we'll have to remember that for next time, as it's 11 o'clock at 11 p.m. here, and yeah, we've been going for just under 3 hours now. So yeah, I think it's a good place to stop for this week. Yeah. So
Sounds
yeah.
good. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, we had quite a lot go on this
We had
week.
a day.
We had a day. Yeah. So, but you've made progress. You found the lair. You found where they are presumably operating out of. You saw someone get bribed. So there is trickery and foul play afoot. So yeah. But yeah, you found the base of operations, and you're set to investigate the contents of said house. And it's still before dawn, so the streets are relatively quiet, except for the the early risers and such. But you haven't seen anyone else other than Kovala and the two workers that she left with. So yeah.
Question:
Yeah, what's up?
Do we level up for our fabulous roleplay?
I'm sorry, but no. Not
We've
until
been
you
level 2 for so long.
not
How
until
about
you solve this
so
mystery.
fucking-
Meet in the middle and get inspiration.
I mean, yeah, there was some solid role playing, so yeah, inspiration for everyone.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
We'll take it. Hell yeah.
I'm so sick of being level 2, I can't even describe.
I'm sorry, man.
We know.
It's tough. Yeah, I'm doing
We're
a
almost
Waterdeep
there.
campaign.
We're not almost there, because fucking Azza does an hour and a half of sidebar bullshit every single session.
You sent me to find Lenny.
I don't know.
Awesome. Let's wrap
Finding
this
Lenny
up.
wasn't too bad, but the woman with the rolling pin.
It's pointless.
That was yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for the great
Yeah,
session.
you're gonna get to 3 soon. Don't worry. So be prepared to get to 3 for mid or at the end of next session. Yeah,
See.
I'm sure you've been ready for level 3 for like 2 weeks now, though. Yeah, but yeah, thanks for playing, guys. We had a bit of lack of cohesion with 2 characters, but that's all in role playing. Yeah, we're all friends here. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for playing, guys. I had a great time. Hope you guys did too. And yeah, if you enjoyed
Yeah,
watching,
thanks for-
drop a follow. I think I got a follow from Captain Bash 253. So thanks for that. Hope to see you around.
Thanks for DMing as always.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have a good
big ups.
time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
Thanks
you guys
everyone
are
for
you guys are
thanks
definitely a
everyone
good group.
thanks everyone for being here.
Mm.
I'm very glad to have a consistent players and a consistent group.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, definitely. Hard to find that. So yeah, very good. Yeah, so tune in again next Thursday, to see the next episode. Also on Sundays, I do a Waterdeep campaign where I'm a player and someone else is GMing. So tune in for that, drop a follow, and yeah, anyone else got anything to shout out?
Yeah, misguided_misfits at twitch.tv.
Yeah. What are you playing at the moment?
Man, I've been still stuck on New World. I just
You're
Yeah, New
still
World.
on it.
Really?
Holy
I'm on
shit!
it.
Hasn't the
Nice.
entire player base like left?
Oh, has
no,
It's still doing pretty strong, actually.
it? Yeah.
yeah, so
I
I
my
read that like 500,000 people left in a month.
Oof.
It was
From what I've
rough
seen,
for-
they're still up there.
yeah, like the server we're on now, everybody's coming to. So the company's been growing. We've been getting a lot of people who are like PvP oriented, a lot of end game content coming up. So we're doing pretty good on the server. Other servers have been pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah. I haven't given it a go at all. I haven't really played any new games recently. I'm probably not going to get a new game until like Elden Ring, but that's not too far off.
God, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, that looks
Amen.
very good.
And the new Horizon Zero Dawn game.
Ooh. I haven't looked into that one at all.
Because
but
that
yeah.
first one was dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Very good. But yeah, it's you know getting towards the holiday season, so there'll be new games coming out. So yeah.
When
Yeah.
does Elden Ring release?
I think it was
In
meant.
February?
It got delayed
Yeah.
not too long
Been
ago,
delayed,
but
like
yeah.
10 million times.
But yeah,
I'll take it,
it's
man. As
early
long
in
as
the
they
new
do it
year,
right.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's February.
February 25th.
There
I
you
just
go.
looked it up.
Nice.
God, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
I heard that there's a
Still waiting on Star Citizen. Come any day now.
Yeah, for real.
a Bloodborne
Oh,
Oh, the Pinocchio game.
Pinocchio one. Yeah, that one looked
What's
interesting.
that?
Okay,
It's,
maybe it's a good game, but it's a dumb idea.
Lies
Bloodborne
of P
Pinocchio.
or something like that is what it's called.
Lies.
It looked real interesting.
Lies of P.
It looked.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
I
looks
saw a
like-
video of that. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
It looked cool.
Yep.
Ah.
More
Yeah.
lore.
It looks like Bloodborne, but apparently it's the Pinocchio.
Cool.
Pretty cool. It's telling a lie and then shoving your nose through him.
Well, you know, video games are still good. I'm still playing them, and I'll play them until I'm dead. So yeah, bring on the new
Yeah.
games. Bring on the new games. All right, let's close stream here. So yeah, thanks very much, and have a good week, and enjoy the weekend when it comes around. Yeah.
Check you later.
Bye bye.
Check you later.
Take it easy. Stay safe, chat.
Bye.